finally brought down is number 4. That was Corbin Molman on the carry and saving a touchdown there for the Orioles. Jamie, that looked to be, was that Taj on the bringing him down out there?
It looked like Jace Hodges.
Brought down by Jones. First down, Broncos.
Number 3, it looked like.
Okay, so
made the tackle.
That was Jace Hodges on the tackle there for the Orioles. Coopersville, the ball all the way down to the Oriole 36-yard line. Molman again on the carry, and I think that young man's going to get a lot of work tonight.
Yeah, you know, they got a big offensive line. They're going to try to use it and wear us down. You know, we don't have the size that we did last year there. But, you know, we had a good penetration on the first carry there. But it's a feel-out process here in the first few possessions.
Yeah, everybody's a little rusty right now. The players are. The broadcast team is. We do apologize. We started off with the player in the spotlight interview. We quickly rectified that, and we got the coach's interview up there. Brent Gillett's debut tonight. Got his interview up there. And, again, we're a little rusty, too, folks. So we'll get into the swing of things here. Coopersville, 2nd down and 7. Ball on the Oriole 33-yard line, and they give it to number 2 on the carry. And he's got a big gain. They're gashing the Orioles right now. That's Wyatt Kloosterhouse. He is a junior, and he had the ball all the way down inside the Oriole 15.
Yeah, he was brought down by number 5, Brayton Kaminsky, and number 18, Rockney Lemire.
BK Jr., they're on the tackle, Brayton Kaminsky Jr. So they have the ball at the Oriole 15-yard line right now. 9:54 to go, opening quarter. Just underway here from Oriole Field. The Ludington Orioles and the Coopersville Broncos. Now they'll give it now. And on the carry, Kloosterhouse, and he's down inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
And he was tackled by Brody Jones.
This has been an impressive opening drive for Coopersville. They started on their own 20-yard line. You know what Coopersville's famous for? You know who comes from Coopersville? A guy named Charles Westover, who became known as the 60s pop sensation, Del Shannon.
Oh, okay.
Yep, had that big hit song, Runaway. Here's a carry.
Oh,
good job there. That was like a little mix-up right there by the quarterback.
Well, it looked like it was read option, and he took the wrong read there, Scoop.
Yep, you're right. Champ Kelly there, and the Oriole defense did a nice job. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for Coopersville.
Well, let's hold them here.
Yeah, ball on the Oriole 7-yard line, 8:56 to go.
Yeah, right now Coopersville's offensive line's getting the pushback on our defensive line right here. Like you said, it's early adjustments, but that was a nice play by our defense there. They read the right option.
I'd like to send the first shout of the season out to my retinologist I saw yesterday, and that's Dr. Evgeny Gelman. Here's a run, and it's going to be a touchdown, Coopersville. It's 8:32 mark of the opening quarter. On the carry there,
Number 2,
and that was Wyatt Kloosterhouse. And that ended up being a 7-yard run. 7-yard touchdown run by Kloosterhouse at the 8:32 mark of the opening quarter. And in to kick for Coopersville is at 38. Looks like 38 for Coopersville.
Hunter Yeeke.
And his kick is up and good. So with 8:32 to go in the opening quarter, Coopersville 7, Ludington nothing. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation.
Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, our members always come first. You're not just a member, you're family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union and proud former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're thrilled to once again be the premier halftime sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. If you haven't yet experienced the Safe Harbor Credit Union difference, now is the perfect time to make the switch. We cherish our relationships with our members and our community student athletes. You'll find us in the stands cheering for that next Oriole win and in local classrooms teaching financial literacy. We believe in being the local financial institution that you can trust with all your banking needs. When you invest with us, your money stays local, and local decision-making ensures that your needs are our top priority. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Come visit us at our new location at 5511 US 10 here in Ludington. We can't wait to welcome you into our family at Safe Harbor Credit Union.
All right, back to Oriole Field, Coopersville 7, Ludington nothing. Here's a little pooch kick and fielded there and returned to about the 29-yard line. Looked like bringing that back for the Orioles was
Max Shimanek.
Yeah, it was Max Shimanek off of the kick there from Hunter Yeeke. So the Orioles come out their first offensive possession of the year, 1st and 10, ball on their own 30-yard line, 8:29 to go. Coopersville taking that ball down on their initial possession and scoring at the 8:32 mark on a 7-yard touchdown run by their running back Wyatt Kloosterhouse. The Orioles come out. They are led by their junior quarterback, and that junior quarterback, number 11, Asher Forfinski. Forfinski, now he'll give, and on the carry and getting back to the line of scrimmage there was Max Shimanek. Coopersville doing a good job.
Well, that was Jace Hodges.
I'm sorry, it was Hodges. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring up a 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. 8:10 to go. In a moment here, we're going to, as soon as we can get you the Fresh Coast Foam starting lineup. They're our exclusive starting lineup sponsors this year. One of our new sponsors, along with Westhouse Agency.
Yeah, I'd imagine, Coach Gillett's probably going to look to get the ball in his hands of, his receiver there, Taj Williams.
So Forfinski will keep. He's got a gain of about 3 right there. He's finding it tough sledding going right up the middle there.
Like you said, not much is going to change. You'll see their passing. Cam ran the ball a lot last year, and I'm sure you'll see Asher run the ball quite a bit this year as well.
That's what Coach Gillett said. Now, not going to be a lot schematically changing.
Yep.
We'd like to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our pregame exclusive pregame sponsor, Fresh Coast Foam, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor, Safe Harbor Credit Union, our halftime show sponsor, Indian Summer, our player in the spotlight sponsor, and Smith & Eddy Insurance, our postgame show sponsor. Ludington facing a 3rd and 7. Forfinski calls out barks out the cadence right there. Now he's rolling right, still looking. He'll get rid of it. He's got a receiver breaking out there, and there's going to be pass interference.
No, he's not going to throw the flag either.
Oh, my gosh. I cannot believe there's not a penalty there. Are you kidding me?
That was terrible.
This is shades of the Big Rapids playoff game last year where it looked like Ludington was interfered with at least 3 to 4 times, and there was no penalties called.
Yeah.
Wow.
Taj had the catch, and then the ground caused the fumble. But before that, he
got bumped.
The defender was draped all over him.
Goodness.
If you look at that instant replay that we now have up here, I bet you it's going to show
a
clear penalty.
This is going to be our first instant replay of the year, folks, and thanks to Nick Wysong, we have those capabilities this year. And
Gosh, are you kidding me? That was terrible. This is kidding me.
Keldon Mosier.
Get a good bounce.
Okay, nope. Okay, we don't have that yet, but we will have that this year, folks. That's one of our neat new features this year is going to be instant replay, and we'll be going to that when we do get those capabilities. So 6:47 to go in the opening quarter, and I still can't believe there was no pass interference on that, Jamie. Ludington trails 7-0. Folks, Fresh Coast Foam, a proud supporter of Oriole Athletics. Fresh Coast Foam brings the same teamwork and hard work to spray foam insulation and concrete leveling that our team brings to every game. Strong foundation, strong effort, that's what wins. Get yours free quote today at FreshCoastFoam or FreshCoastFoam.com. Go O's. All right, here comes, there's a break right there.
Scoop.
He could be. And that is the Coopersville quarterback, I believe.
Number 0.
Number 0. No, I'm sorry. Boy, that didn't take long. That was Jaden Timmons at the 6:35 mark.
Yeah, they read that the defense very well from the first series there, Scoop. Our linebackers are coming up and filling the holes. And all they did was do a fake handoff. The linebackers filled the holes, and they ran a wide receiver screen right underneath it. And boom, touchdown.
54-yard touchdown run there by Jaden Timmons. Coopersville has just absolutely ambushed the Orioles. Point after is no good. Pat is no good. It hit the upright.
What wins? Get yours free quote today at FreshCoastFoam or FreshCoastFoam.com. Go O's. All right, here comes, there's a break right there. Scoop. He could be. And that is the Coopersville quarterback.
Yard pass from their quarterback, Champ Kelly, to wide receiver Jaden Timmons. Pat, no good. Hit the upright. Okay. Ludington trails 13-0, 6:35 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, that was a good call by their offensive coordinator there. Based off what he's seen in the last series there when we were running the ball, and that was a hard fake up the middle. Nice screen pass underneath. And the wide receiver had the speed to take it the distance.
Yeah, not the start that Coach Brent Gillett in his debut wanted here from his Orioles. But we got a fumble.
Fumbled.
Oh, no, a fumble. The Orioles, that was Jace Hodges on the return there. And he had a nice little return going, and he has the ball stripped. And things are getting monumentally worse for the Orioles right now as Coopersville, who has scored on their first two possessions, they have the ball at the Oriole 42-yard line on the fumble there on the kickoff return.
Yeah, he had a nice return going there, Scoop, but you got to carry that ball tight against the chest, and that defender just reached out and punched that ball right out of his hands.
Pretty nice, that instant replay feature, huh?
Yeah,
And a big thank you to Nick Weissong, our technical engineer on that. That's something as we get farther into the season, get more comfortable with, that we will be featuring more often.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a Ludington football player, even a fan, how can you not love the stadium, this field?
Yeah.
You got the tunnel. They got everything out here. It'd be an awesome to play on that field, Scoop.
There's a pass, and just like that, Coopersville has struck again. A 42-yard touchdown pass, and that came from Champ Kelly, their quarterback, at the 6:23 mark.
I think that was number 2.
Yeah, that was Kelly.
Wyatt Kloosterhouse.
Yeah, 42-yard touchdown pass, and Coopersville has just absolutely ambushed the Orioles here. 2 scores in a 12-second time frame right there.
Yeah, I think you said at the start of the game,
Yeah,
we were talking about the
Not love the stadium, this field. Yeah. You got the tunnel. They got everything out here. It'd be an awesome to play on that field, Scoop. There's a pass, and just like that, Coopersville has struck again.
Out and went right past Taj Williams there. Just a straight go route, and Taj was probably thinking he was going to break off, and he just kept the go route going and had a nice touchdown
I'll tell
catch.
you, this has just been so quick. We just our heads are spinning right now. They said keep your head on a swivel, but we want to. We're going to get to that starting lineup. I promise you, folks, we're going to get to those starting lineups. First, we want to thank Westhouse Agency when it comes to insurance, having the right coverage and understanding your options. That all matters. At Westhouse Agency, their team of licensed agents is ready to help you or your company with your health and Medicare insurance. With 100% 5-star Google reviews, Westhouse Agency is clearly doing something right. Here's a kickoff, and now on the return for Orioles, they'll get it out to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice return by Jason. He learned quickly, had 2 hands covering the ball up.
Visit Go ahead. Visit the WesthouseAgency.com to schedule an appointment for free personalized guidance. All right. Opening week, we knew we'd have a little bit of rust here, and Coopersville has not helped things the way they've come out here and put up 20 points in, you talk about quick striking offense. And the Orioles have 1 turnover, and now Ludington will come out. 1st and 10, ball on their own 42-yard line.
We need a quick strike ourselves here.
So Forfinski rolls right. His pass is away, and it's incomplete, intended for Taj Williams. For the Orioles on offense, their quarterback, number 11, he's a junior, Asher Forfinski. The running backs, number 7, Max Shimanek, he's a sophomore. The J-back is number 3, Jace Hodges, a sophomore. The H-back is number 12, Finn Flannery. He's a junior. The wide receiver is number 0, Taj Williams, the Orioles All-State candidate. He's a senior. And number 2, Brody Jones, also a senior. The offensive line for the Orioles, and we'll get to them momentarily. 2nd and 10 for Ludington, 6:13 to go in the opening quarter. Coopersville 20, Ludington nothing. We haven't even had time to sit down, and Coopersville's put up 20 points. Forfinski, a nice run right there. And he's brought down by number 5 for the Broncos. That was Nash DeVries on the tackle, a linebacker. He came up and rudely met Asher Forfinski.
Yeah, there was a nice little inside run right there by Asher. It was a good read. You know, it's a good thing we're thinking right here. You know, it's 3rd down and 3. The thing we need, Scoop, the most of anything is a first down to keep a drive going.
Exactly. You got to get some momentum going right now.
Build the confidence up a little bit.
Gain of 7 there by Forfinski on the keeper. Hodges in motion. Forfinski will keep, and he is going to be right there. He should get a favorable marking. Yes, he will. It is a first down. Gain of 3 on the play. The Oriole offensive line starting at center, Cole Hansen. He's just a sophomore. He wears jersey number 50. The left guard, number 51, Chase Gable, a junior. The right guard, 56, Preston Nicholson. He's a junior. The left tackle, 54, Blake Nelson. He's a leader of that line. He's a senior. And the right tackle, 55, Jackson Haney. He is a junior. Donovan Salazar, who started last year as a sophomore, he wears 62. He is not starting tonight due to injury issues. So Ludington, their first down of the year.
And that was good. You know, we got to get some momentum here. That's good for the Orioles to get this first down. And let's continue the drive and hopefully get it in the end zone.
Yeah, here's a little delayed handoff on the carry right there. Shimanek, he's going to get to about the 47, maybe 46.
About a gain of 3, maybe.
Yeah. And again, a big thank you to our exclusive starting lineup sponsor, and that is Fresh Coast Foam. We're going to get the Oriole defense and Coopersville's offense and defense for you momentarily.
Real quick here, Scoop, I just wanted to let the fans know that on that kickoff return there, number 9, Landon Sloan was injured. Miss Jens put him in a sling down here on the cart, and we just hope everything's okay down there.
2nd down and 9. That was a gain of 1 there for Shimanek. This is a young Oriole team. It went from being senior laden last year, Jamie, to being a young team. All right, Forfinski flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to run. He's going to get tackled at about the 45, just shy of the 45-yard line of Coopersville. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Orioles. 4:09 to go, opening quarter. Coopersville 20, Ludington nothing. And again, we talked about, and I won't bring it up often, I won't labor on it at all, but the Himes brothers all transferring to Muskegon Mona Shores. That was a blow. That happened for Ludington. And also J.T. Keith, who had a great year last year as a linebacker for the Orioles, he decided to play soccer his senior year for Ludington. So, yeah.
You know, it is what it is, Scoop. And the players down there on the field got to play with who they got and who's here. And
that's their motto this year. Wogue, I believe. We got what we got. Here's a little Taj Williams now, and Taj is going to lose some on that one. Just Coopersville, too quick out there on the tackle. Number 5, Nash DeVries, and he's a good-looking linebacker.
Yeah, and, right here, like on the previous play before that, right there, Asher was looking for Taj out on the left on an in route there, and he was double covered, and you see right there he was able to complete it, but he had 3 guys right around him, They know that's the weapon, and if we're going to move the ball, we're going to have to get it to a couple other guys besides Taj, because they're just going to double.
And it's a 4th and 10, and the Orioles are going for it from the Coopersville 49-yard line. Or at least they're going to try to draw Coopersville off. Yeah, I was going to say. Coach Brent Gillett, his debut tonight as varsity coach after 2 decades of Charlie Gunsel at the helm of Ludington football. Charlie ended his career at 102 and 102. I'm not sure if he had any ties in there or not, but Charlie went out.
That's a lot of football games.
It is. A lot of football.
I seen Charlie over there, and before the game on my way in, he says, I've never tailgated at a Ludington game. He goes, this is amazing, Well, you've been over there for 200 and something games, But
he's going to be doing 3 games color commentary with me this year. You're going to do 3, and 3 games are... 3 games are going to be done by Ludington High School Athletic Director Greg Piscadna as well. Yep. He gets the 3 road games, the Whitehall game, the Manistee game, and the Oak Ridge game.
Well, I thank him for that.
You've got 1 road game, I believe.
Yeah, I'm going to Fremont.
You're going to go to Fremont. So right now, Ludington trailing 20-0, 2:52 to go, opening quarter. We want to thank Lenz Balder Insurance in Ludington, and they're your local agency that gets it right the first time with a reputation built on knowledge, speed, and accuracy. They help individuals and businesses find coverage that truly fits. As an independent agency, Lenz Balder compares top carriers to find the best protection for your home, car, or your business so you don't have to. From personalized service to peace of mind, Lenz Balder delivers more than insurance. They deliver confidence. All right, back to punt for the Orioles, Keldon Mosier. There's a snap. It's a good snap. And the kick is off, and it's a pretty good punt there by Mosier. It's going to
nice. Go out of bounds. Go out.
You
Nice.
did it. Nice roll right there. And it's going to, Coopersville's going to have 1st and 10 from about their own 7-yard line. So great punt there.
Very nice punt.
By Keldon Mosier. Again, Ludington down 20-0, 2:44 to go in the opening quarter. We'd like to send a special shout out to Brenda Funk, Coach Brent Gillett's mother, Brenda Funk Gillett, and of course her husband Bruce. He was an assistant coach at Ludington. He fortunately passed away this past March. And I've got mine. I know you got yours. The OSN team all has their in memory of Coach Bruce Gillett pins.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, a big thank you. We're going to pull that up here in a moment. We'll talk more about that at halftime, about the two ladies who made those pins, and a bit more about that. We'll also talk about the JV game, Ludington JV under Coach Wilson Gunsel, losing last night at Coopersville by the score of 33-0. All right, 1st and 10 for Coopersville, and here's Kelly.
Oh, no.
He's got a lot of running room. He's at the 20, the 25, where he's finally pushed out of bounds there by the Orioles' Jace Hodges. But a big gain there for Coopersville quarterback Champ Kelly. Again, Kelly, the grandson of legendary Coopersville coach Jim Meerman.
Yeah, you had me at the beginning there when you called him, when you said legendary. The first thing I was going to think you were going to tell was Jim Kelly.
Oh.
I was like, whoa.
1st and 10 for Coopersville, ball at the Oriole 28-yard line. I'm sorry, at the Coopersville 28-yard line. And here's a big carry and big yardage for Coopersville's number 12. And that was Connor Forwerda on the carry. He's a junior.
Ball carried by Forwerda.
Yeah, I tell you right now, Scoop, that offensive line right there for Coopersville is just having their way. They're knocking us 3-4 yards off the ball before the running back even gets it in their hands right here. You know, we got to make some adjustments. And we're playing the holes, but they're just not there right now.
Coopersville up 20-0, 2:18 to go. Here's a little screen pass, a middle screen, another big gain for Coopersville. They are absolutely gashing the Orioles right now, Jamie.
And that's the same play they scored that touchdown on. If you see that, Scoop, the entire front line of the Coopersville let every Ludington defensive down lineman run right through them like it was going to be like they were going to sack the quarterback, an all-out blitz, and then they just threw it underneath them.
So 1st and 10 for Coopersville. Ball on the Oriole 39-yard line. 2:02 to go in this opening quarter. In motion for Coopersville, number 2. And that was another big gain. He's still on his feet. That was Klosterhouse. Klosterhouse. He's having a huge first quarter. And he has the ball down to the
brought down by Gable.
Chase Gable on the stop for Ludington. He has the ball down to the Oriole 25-yard line. Ludington's defensive line, 67, Jaden Miller. I'm sorry, that's Coopersville. Get on the right sheet, Scoop. Shaking the rust off, folks. Hang with me, Oriole Nation.
Chase
All right.
Gable and
Yep,
Blake
1st and
Nelson.
10. Here's a pass, and there's another Coopersville touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Comes with 1:21 to go in the opening quarter. See who caught that? Was it the 0?
Yeah, that was 0 again. Yeah, that was a blown coverage. That was Taj trying to cover from the corner position, but the safety should have been in charge of that guy, Scoop. I'm not sure where the safety went. I missed that, but there was no safety there, and that's where Taj has his hands up saying, hey, who's supposed to have this guy right here?
That was Jaden Timmons on the touchdown reception there from Champ Kelly. Here's the point after attempt. It's up, and it's good. No good. Wide left. So with 1:21 to go in the opening quarter, Coopersville 26, Ludington nothing. Boy, to tell you what, quite a difference from last year.
Yeah, I'd have to see the difference. I don't know on that play. It was one of the safeties.
Ludington's defensive line, 67, Jaden Miller. I'm sorry, that's Coopersville. Get on the right. Quarterback Champ Kelly to wide receiver Jaden Timmons, who got behind the Oriole defense right there. And now
I see what happened there is Asher took the guy he was supposed to from the safety position, the back tight end cut underneath, and Taj got responsible for that go route, and he was thinking the other safety from the other side was going to be there, but he wasn't.
Right now, the Coopersville Broncos have come out and absolutely punched the Orioles right in the mush.
Yeah, they're making every correct call right now, and it's working for them.
Coach Ed Kamen, the head coach at Coopersville, well, he had a game plan coming into this one, and they're executing it. Here's a squib kick. Ludington does fall down on it, and they'll have 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Attention athletes, want to boost your game? At North Star Chiropractic in Ludington, we specialize in helping you recover, perform, and stay injury-free. Don't wait. Call 231-843-8200 and elevate your performance today. North Star Chiropractic, your winning edge. And Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yack have been serving the chiropractic needs of Ludington and the surrounding communities for more than 30 years. At Ludington Chiropractic, no appointment necessary. It's strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yack, Ludington Chiropractic, 310 South Washington Avenue. For questions, call 231-843-1874. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Forfinski will keep, and he's got a nice gainer. He's got an Oriole 1st down, and then some. He's got the ball out near midfield. Nice run there by Asher Forfinski. Yeah, Orioles need that, Jamie.
That was a very nice option read right there by Asher. Got up in the gap there. You know, we need everything we can get right there, Scoop, and that was a great play.
Definitely on that, yes. All right, 1st and 10 for the Orioles. They have the ball at the Coopersville 47-yard line. 58 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Ludington already behind the 8 ball in a big way, 26-0.
You had Finn Fannery and Andrew Busan check in at tight end and wide receiver spot here.
Oh, Forfinski, he'll give the ball there, and Max Shimanek.
Yeah, he ran right into a brick wall
Yeah,
there.
Leading the way for Coopersville, number 28 right there.
Brought down by DeVries.
Blame my last. That was actually DeVries again. He's been all over this field in this first quarter. Number 5, Nash DeVries. 18 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 2nd down and 12 for the Orioles.
Yeah, that'll be the last play of the quarter here, Scoop.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns for Coopersville in the first quarter. And we're going to step aside right now. Oriole Nation, you are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
Cold, drafty rooms? Sky-high energy bills? Take control with West Michigan's insulation experts, Fresh Coast Foam. Boost your energy efficiency, reduce noise, and keep moisture under control. We provide expert insulation for existing and new homes, pole barns, and offer professional concrete leveling services. For superior quality and top-rated service, choose Fresh Coast Foam, your trusted insulation experts. Call today.
Welcome back, Oriole Nation. Scoop Hansen, along with Jamie Sycon, Soldier Stowe, and Nick Wysong, the Oriole Sports Network, and 102.7 WMOM. Week 1 of the MHSAA season. The Ludington Orioles hosting the Coopersville Broncos, and Coopersville in that first quarter, they look pretty awesome, Jamie.
Yeah, you know, like you said, they're junior and senior loaded. There are a few sophomores, but they returned quite a few players, especially their sophomore quarterback there. But I was just got a message from Troy Veneman. He said, "Go O's," but he said, "I need my nephew Champ to slow down."
Champ's his nephew?
Champ Kelly apparently is his nephew.
Well, that's right. That's right. He is related to Coach Meerman. He's told me that a few times. Yeah. It's good bloodlines right there. You know, send my second shout out to Ludington cross-country coach Dave McMahon. I had him today for physical therapy up at Corwell Health. You know who was with him today in shadowing him? Cora Mailer.
Okay.
Yep. So a shout out to Dave McMahon, the Ludington cross country coach, and also does a great job. His job, physical therapist. All right, that was a not much of a gain right there.
I think we had a gain of 1.
Gain of 1. 3rd and 9 for the Orioles. They have the ball at the Coopersville 48-yard line. Asher Forfinski, the quarterback, he wears jersey number 11. Forfinski now, he'll fake the handoff, play action. He's rolling out. He's got a receiver open, and it's caught there by Taj. We have a first down. I think that might be Taj's first catch of the season there.
Yes, it is.
And it is a first down. And Taj, little three-quarter arm action right there. He looked like he not coming over the top there like Jim Plunkett. More like he's throwing it more like one of your favorite quarterbacks, Bernie Kosar.
Bernie Kosar. Holy smokes. You're bringing some old ones back here, Scoop.
Orioles have the ball 1st and 10.
He threw that kind of sidearm like
Bernie Kosar.
Like Stafford.
First,
your favorite.
1st and 10 at the Coopersville 46-yard line on that pass play there from Forfinski to Taj Williams. Forfinski now, he'll keep, and he's going to get a few there. He's going to get down near the Coopersville.
Now we're going to get a flag
35.
here. Late flag
Yeah.
thrown by the back judge.
Relatively penalty-free first quarter there.
I think that's the first one. It looks like it's going to be on the Orioles.
Yeah, it is. Taking a look at that Coopersville defense, folks. There's starting defensive tackle Jaden Miller, who wears number 67. The other defensive tackle is number 26, Andon Arnold. The defensive end, number 51, Calvin Rossman. And the other defensive end, number 21, Andrew Nobert. The linebackers, number 23, Ben Skinner. And also number 5, Nash DeVries. We've called him quite a bit so far in this first half. The defensive secondary for Coopersville, the free safety, number 2, Wyatt Klusterhouse. Strong safeties, number 3, Wyatt LaRock. Cornerback, weak side safety, number 7, Aaron Randolph. The cornerback, number 6, Evan Palmer. The other cornerback, number 12, Connor Ferwerda. That's the Coopersville defense. There's another penalty marker down as Max Flannery takes the carry right there. I'm sorry. No, that was Max Shimanek. You can see I'm going to have problems with that all year. That Max Shimanek. So I did get you the Coopersville defense. And again, these starting lineups being brought to you tonight by our official starting lineup sponsor, Fresh Coast Foam.
Holding on Ludington.
Against the Orioles, yes.
Declined.
That call is declined.
Again, I gave that shout out earlier to Dave McMahon, who's my physical therapist, and Dr. Evgeny Gelman, who I saw yesterday at the, had to go for an eye appointment yesterday, and he said he was going to be tuned in tonight.
There you go.
Yep. So thank you, Dr. Gelman. Interesting. He's Russian, but he was raised in Israel.
Oh. And he's in Ludington?
Yeah, no, he's in Muskegon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a sack now. Forfinski is sacked there by Coopersville's number 51, Calvin Rossman, on the sack, and that's going to bring up
Forfinski dropped in the backfield by Rossman.
a 3rd and long for the Orioles.
Yeah, I just tell you right now, the Coopersville defensive line and offensive line are just having their way with our line right now, Scoop.
They got some big boys. They got big numbers, too. You look at that Coopersville sideline. There's a lot of players over there.
And if you're watching it close, they have good technique. I mean, they're blowing us off the ball.
Yeah, Coach Ed Kamen is a heck of a coach. 3rd and 31. They got a country mile to go for a first down here. Forfinski rolling right. He'll let it go, and there was some interference there. And I know the Ludington coaches are really livid.
All the way out on the field.
Yeah, very, very livid.
That's terrible.
That's the second time that
he had a full hand of his jersey and everything there, Scoop.
Wow. I don't know why. Again, we had it in that Big Rapids playoff game last year too, Jamie, where there, what the reluctance is on the officials to call, and now they're going to call a penalty on Ludington. I'll guarantee you this is going to be a sideline call.
Well, that's okay.
Wow.
You know, because Gillett's got to stand up for his players.
Yeah.
And when it's wrong, Scoop, and it's blatant wrong, and you can't blame him as a head coach. He's got to show his players that he has their back, and you'd rather have the coach than a player doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is right
You know,
here.
Jamie, even the Big Rapids radio team was talking about it in their district championship game at Escanaba last year, how they had calls there that should have been called on pass interferences, and then how they got away with them.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a 4th and 31. Mosier to punt. It's a very, very high but short punt, and it's going to take a Coopersville bounce. And Coopersville is going to have great field position. They're going to have the ball at their own 44-yard line. So let's take a look at that Ludington defense. And again, this is being brought to you by Fresh Coast Foam, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. The Oriole starters on defense. The defensive tackles, number 54, Blake Nelson, a senior. Number 51, Chase Gable, a junior. The defensive ends, number 18, Rockney Lemire, a junior. And number 12, Finn Flannery. And Finn is a junior. The linebackers for the Orioles, number 7, Max Shimanek. He's a sophomore. And number 3, Jace Hodges, a sophomore. And the secondary for the Orioles, the strong safety, number 11, Asher Furfinski. The other strong safety, number 4, Sonny Castro. The free safety is number 2, Brody Jones. The cornerback, number 0, Taj Williams. And number 5, BK Jr., Brayton Kaminsky. That is your starters on defense for the Ludington Orioles, as brought to you by Fresh Coast Foam. There's a run to about midfield for Coopersville. 8:42 to go in this opening half. Coopersville 26, Ludington nothing.
Yeah, and on this possession here, it's the first time Dario Lopez has been on the field, and what's he do?
That's your guy.
He makes the tackle.
Yep, that's your guy.
You know,
Coopersville, they got that's a monstrous offensive line they have. Woo, they got some big boys there, some big hosses. 8:20 to go, 2nd and 4 for Coopersville. Kelly will give the ball now, and a good patient run right there by number 4. That was Corbin Molman. And looks like Shimanek on the tackle there for the Orioles.
Yeah. Lopez, Shimanek, and Furfinski all in on that.
3rd and 4. Again, Coopersville, their quarterback, just a sophomore, Champ Kelly. Their running back, number 4, Corbin Molman, he is a sophomore. And the wide receivers, number 0, Jaden Timmons, he's a senior. Number 1, Andrew DiCarlo, he's a sophomore. And number 2, Wyatt Kloosterhouse, he is a junior. Also, number 8, Spencer Bentonhouse, and he is a junior. I'll get to that offensive line here momentarily. 3rd and 2, and there goes Kelly rolling to his left. He'll get the pass away wide open, and it's caught out there by number 8, Spencer Bentonhouse. And he's got a first down. Okay, for Coopersville, their offensive line, the center is number 63, and that's Durston Bruins. He is a senior. The right guard, 52, Connor Barraclaw. He is a sophomore. The left guard, number 50, Mason Martin. He is a sophomore. The right tackle, 51, Calvin Rossman. He is a junior. And the left tackle, 56, Hunter Handcamp. He is a Central Michigan University commit.
Yeah, that right there was brought tackled by Brayton Kaminsky, and the running back there, number 4, for Corbin Mormon there. But talking about their offensive line, Scoop, you know, their offensive line looks like ours the last 2 years.
Yeah.
They got some big boys there, and looks like we're going to have a holding penalty on their Coopersville.
And again,
right
a big thank you to Fresh Coast Foam, one of our 2 new sponsors, along with Westhouse Agency. We finally got through it. Folks, Oriole Nation, I'll be better in the future, but we finally got through the starting lineup and only took the good portion of the first half. All right. Getting that rust. We're shaking the rust out, Jamie.
For sure.
All right. 1st and 20 for Coopersville. And this instant replay capability, that's going to be something pretty sweet as the season progresses, too. So here we go. 1st and 20, passes away, and it is intercepted. What a pick there.
Intercepted.
Was it 2? No, that was Taj.
Yeah.
That ball was actually initially caught by Coopersville, and it went right through the Coopersville receiver's hands. He had it momentarily, but Taj ends up getting the deflection, and Ludington.
See on that one.
Definitely. Again, a big thank you to Fresh Coast Foam, a proud supporter of Oriole Athletics. And we're going to see the replay on that interception here, folks. As I tell you about Fresh Coast Foam, they bring you the same teamwork and hard work to spray foam, insulation, and concrete leveling that our team brings to every game. And here's that pick here. Check it out right there. Taj Williams coming away with it. That was sweet. The ball was intended for Wyatt Kloosterhouse. Ludington now 1st and 10. And looks like quarterback...
Forfinski on the carry.
Yeah, Asher Forfinski on the carry. That was very much needed there, that interception. Coopersville with a 26-0 lead. And as I was mentioning about Fresh Coast Foam, folks, they have strong foundation, strong effort. That's what wins. Get yours free quote today at freshcoastfoam.com. Go O's. Fresh Coast Foam. That's from... spray foam insulation and concrete leveling. That's good. Here we go. Back the pass. Forfinski. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. And Taj Williams on the catch right there. And I like that quick release by Asher Forfinski with, I know you're going to say Matthew Stafford, but that, to me, that's going to be a Bernie Kosar release. Bernie Kosar was, I tell you, he got the job done. He was a winner. He looked awfully awkward, though, his mechanics. But I liked him. I like Bernie Kosar. Yeah, he had that three-quarter delivery. Ludington 1st and 10. Ball on their own 26-yard line. 5:37 to go in the opening half. The Orioles trail 26-0. Again, our player in the spotlight will be Blake Nelson. You'll hear the interview at halftime. Here's a nice gain here. And it's one of the Orioles' nicer runs of the first half on the carry.
Jace Hodges.
Jace Hodges on the carry.
Let's test your memory, Scoop. What number did Bernie Kosar wear?
19.
Okay, here. Yeah.
I got it, both his home and away Cleveland Browns jerseys in my collection.
I'm sure you do.
Yep. He wore, believe it or not, he wore number 20 at the University of Miami. Remember that battle he had with Doug Flutie? Flutie wore jersey number 22 at Boston College.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd down and 3. Gain of 7 there by Jace Hodges. Ball on the Oriole 33-yard line. 4:51 to go, opening quarter. Forfinski on the pitch.
Oh, that's a fumble.
It's a fumble. Hodges goes back, and luckily the Orioles recover, but it's going to be a huge loss on the play right there.
Yeah, Forfinski, he wasn't expecting that defender on him that fast. There was nothing he could do.
Folks, when it comes to insurance, having the right coverage and understanding your options, that matters. At Westhouse Agency, their team of licensed agents is ready to help you or your company with your health and Medicare insurance. With 100% 5-star Google reviews, Westhouse Agency is clearly doing something right. Visit westhouseagency.com to schedule an appointment for free personalized guidance. And our guy there, big country, Matthew Westhouse and his family, that's Westhouse Agency. All right, 3rd and 18 for the Orioles and penalty markers down.
I think we're going to have a false start.
Urca Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep returning. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family's been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. There's a big Lions fan there, Matt Urca. What do we have there, Jamie?
We had offsides on Coopersville.
All right, so the Broncos flagged for offsides. 3rd and 13 for the Orioles. 3:50 to go in the opening half. Coopersville really taking it to the Orioles in the first quarter, and I hate to keep bringing up those 2 non-calls on those pass interferences, Jamie, but those didn't help the Orioles.
Well, the first one, especially, when the game was only 7-0, but then when it's 26-0 and you don't need any help, a blatant, if anything, it was a hold, and it should have been an automatic first down. But, it's kind of, it is what it is.
You just got to keep charging forward.
Yep, we got to keep moving forward. We got to get some positive plays out of it. Pick little things here on the defense we can get positives out of, make some adjustments, it'd be nice to get down here and put some points on the board in the last 3 minutes, 42 seconds, and go in with some encouragement and some positive,
with some mojo, some momentum
at halftime.
Yep, we'll go over that scoring summary at halftime. We'll also talk about the JV game. We'll talk about Brenda Funk, Gillett, and the Pins. But right now, we want to give some love to the McGee Insurance Group. They've been serving West Michigan since 1939. They provide quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. The McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10. Call 231-845-5000. And Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist, 231-757-3368. Trent Lundquist, he's here for you. It doesn't matter if you're a Mason County Eastern Cardinal, a Spartan of Mason County Central, a Ludington Oriole, even a hematite of Ishpeming, or even a Nimrod from Watersmeet. All right, here we go. Ludington, now Forfinski flushed out of the pocket, and now he'll run with the ball. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Forfinski, he's got an Oriole first down. He had a receiver open, but when he took off, he made a couple of nice moves, and that's a great run there for Asher Forfinski.
Yeah, that was a very nice job right there. And he good observation right there by Brody Jones, who broke off his route, seeing that Asher took off and came back and had a nice block to spring him for an extra 8 yards right there.
Asher gets the ball all the way out to the Oriole 45-yard line. Of course, Asher Forfinski, a heck of an athlete. He's a darn good baseball player, really, really good hitter, and a heck of a golfer, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a run by Forfinski. He's got some room. He's at midfield. He's down to the 45-yard line at Coopersville. I'll tell you what, he runs hard. Does he remind you of a former quarterback we had who's at Ferris State right now? A little bit? Just a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit. You know that Cam had that huge all-star game, too.
Yeah.
What was it, like the second or third play of the game on the little swing pass right there? He went 80 yards, and the announcers could not believe how he outran all those defensive backs. Really showing his speed. Cam had 2 touchdowns in the game. And the West, unfortunately, they fell to the East, but it was a heck of a ball game. And they hit that field goal at the end of the game. Cam more than likely would have been named the game MVP. All right.
If they won it,
Yep. Second down and 1. Forfinski now on the pitch. They're going to throw. He's got a receiver open out there. Oh, and the pass is underthrown and incomplete. He had him wide open out there. Max Shimanek on the halfback option pass right there.
Intended for Brody Jones, but he just underthrew him.
He underthrew it, and was Brody slipping a little bit there too? It looked like when he was diving for the ball.
Yeah, he was diving for it, trying to get the catch.
And they had it. They dialed it up. I saw him working on that in practice yesterday.
He got in a hurry. He had all day to throw. He just got in a hurry, Scoop.
Little excited.
Plant his feet and throw it. He just got in a hurry.
Everybody has first game jitters. Yeah. If you don't, you're not human. And if you don't have jitters and a few butterflies, maybe you shouldn't be playing. Actually, you should be. That excitement should be there. Exactly. All right, here's a carry by Forfinski.
Nice move.
Breaks a tackle.
Nice
move.
First down. That's what we needed.
He did. That was a 3rd and 1. Good hard running there by Asher Forfinski, and this is the best looking drive by far the Orioles have had on offense in this first half. But it's imperative that the Orioles take this ball down the field and punch one in just before halftime and get some momentum, Jamie.
It is very, and they got the 2-minute. Well, do we have a 2-minute warning in high school?
No.
I always think that I do, but I guess we don't.
1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball at the Coopersville 43 on the carry, getting outside. Jace Hodges. Nice run right there. He's going to have a gain of about 4, maybe 5.
And that was a nice read right there by Asher. You see, he held on that ball to the very last second. He let that defender come up and hit him before he read it and gave it to Jace Hodges. Get a gain of, I think about 4 or 5 right there, Scoop.
Let's see. It's going to 150 to go in the opening half. We're in the second quarter. Ludington trails 26-0. 5-yard gain there by Jace Hodges. You look at the skill position players here, folks, and a lot of these Oriole skill position players, the halfbacks, they're sophomores.
Yeah, and I was going to mention that earlier, Scoop. When it's 26-0 right now, but when you go down the roster right here on defense, Taj Williams and Blake Nelson are 2, and Brody Jones did play quite a bit last year, but So 3 out of your 11 guys are returners. They're all the rest are fresh. They're not used to playing. I mean, together on the JV level, but not at this level where the speed's much different.
So on that second down, Forfinski gained 4, 3rd and 1, and now Forfinski on the carry. He's got another Oriole first down. We're down to 1:03 to go in the opening half. Timeout, Ludington. Brayton Kaminsky just came out of the game. He was favoring, it looked like his right leg. We want to thank Benedict's Auto Center, a longtime Ludington Oriole backer and supporter, Mike Benedict, and his business, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the roadways. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, give Benny a call, 231-613-4111. Mike also reminds you that it is your choice when it comes to selecting a car repair business. You can go where you desire to have your vehicle repaired. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Mike loves talking sports. You want to bring something up? Bring up about his state championship in cross country in the fall of 1981 at Ludington High School. Also, you can talk about his 18 perfect 300 games he has rolled on the lanes of Mason County over the years.
Wow.
He also pitched teams to at least two state championships in men's fast pitch softball. Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. They're the exclusive Player in the Spotlight sponsor. And, of course, Mike Benedict, also a member of the Mason County Sports Hall of Fame. Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. All right, Ludington, 1st and 10. Ball is on the Coopersville 28-yard line. 1:03 to go in the opening half. Orioles trail 26-0. Now we have is it going to be a delay of game or a legal procedure, Jamie? Or it's going to be a timeout, Coopersville.
Coopersville, yeah.
Shout out to Smith & Eddy Insurance. Scott Smith, another longtime backer and supporter of the Ludington Orioles. They're our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee. A caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Ludington right back here next Friday. Yep. Next Friday, I think Soldier is going to be back with us as our cameraman. Nick's going to be back with our technical engineer, Charlie Gunsel. Head coach Charlie Gunsel is going to be doing color commentary with me next Thursday night. It's going to be Thursday night lights. Thursday night lights tonight, Thursday night lights next week, and all the rest of the games during the regular season are Friday night lights.
Yeah.
So
thanks to the holiday and the early starts.
And
but
Muskegon Orchard View in town next Friday. The Cardinals, the Orioles open up.
We're going to switch spots. Charlie's over there tailgating right there on the back of that truck, and next week I'm going to be tailgating over there, and he's going to be
We'll wave to you. We'll wave to you.
Yeah.
Orchard View Cardinals in town next week, and that'll be the Orioles' opening West Michigan Conference Lakes Division matchup. Now, take note, Oriole Nation, one switch this year.
1:03 on the clock.
The Hart Pirates are now in the West Michigan Conference Lakes Division. The Manistee Mariners are now in the West Michigan Conference Rivers Division. So Hart and Manistee have flip-flopped.
Yep.
They're both on Ludington's schedule. You know Ludington's not going to stop playing Manistee.
We talked about that last year.
It's the second longest rivalry in the state of Michigan. I think this year will be the 149th meeting between the two schools.
They will break it, right? Because the other two schools.
I believe that Negaunee and
they're not playing anymore.
I believe it's Negaunee and Ishpeming are not playing anymore.
Yeah.
And they have they're number one. I think they're no more than 155, but I think they're at like 153 or so. Anyway, back to action here. 1:03 to go. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the Coopersville 28. Forfinski to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be brought down at about the 26-yard line right there. So a gain of 2, but the Orioles got to get moving here. The clock's down to 51 seconds to go. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I'd like to, I like what Asher's doing. He's going to be sore.
Yeah.
He's going to be sore tomorrow, man. But he's playing his butt off right now.
Forfinski rolling right.
Somebody's got to help him.
His pass is incomplete, intended out there for Taj Williams. Taj got a couple hands on it, but goes out of bounds right there. 34.9 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ludington down 26-0. Again, Blake Nelson is the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight, and you'll hear his interview at the half. We'll also talk about the JV game a little bit. We'll talk about the pins in honor of Coach Bruce Gillett, Brent Gillett's dad, who unfortunately passed away this past March, I should say.
He's a good man.
Yes,
Scoop.
he was a really, really great man. Yep. Got to tell you, too, a little bit about Miss Jen, who I talked with before, and our LHS athletic trainer. There's Porfinski getting back to the 25-yard line. We're down to 26 seconds to go. It's going to bring up a third and long. Fourth and long. And let's see right now. We really don't have a field goal. I think our field goal kicker, who was going to be our regular kicker, is injured.
And I don't believe we have a timeout left either. Oh, we do have a timeout, but I don't appear we're going to.
Well, the clock's still running.
I think they might try a last-second play here.
What do you got
here? All the way
3
down.
seconds.
He's going to call timeout now.
Okay, 1.6 seconds to go. Timeout, Ludington on 4th and 6. Ball at the 25-yard line. We're going to step aside, actually. Ludington trailing 26-0. You are watching and listening to the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Reliable, professional, exceptional quality, and courteous service. Benedict's Auto Center has been providing the absolute best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. For over 80 years, 3 generations of the Benedict family have run a business you can trust in Mason County and the surrounding area. Owner Mike Benedict will listen to your concerns and questions to ensure you have peace of mind and that the auto body needs of your vehicle are totally and completely met. At Benedict Auto Body, customer service is the #1 priority. We want our customers to know that when it comes to choosing a car repair business, it is their choice. Customers should call around and ask questions and get feedback from all car repair shops before making their decision. Bottom line, it is the right to pick which repair facility you want your vehicle fixed. That's Benedict's Auto Center at 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. You can reach owner Mike Benedict at 231-613-4111. Hey, we're back, Oriole Nation.
It's going to be Asher.
Asher Porfinski is going to attempt what we believe is going to be a 42-yard field goal right here. The holder is going to be Max Shimanek, and the long snapper is Jackson Haney. So here we go. 1.6 seconds to go. Porfinski to attempt a 42-yard field. Good snap. The kick is, it's going to be way short. And it's going to be fielded by Coopersville. Now, Ludington's going to have to bring down this return man for Coopersville. They do, and we're at the half right now. The kick well short right there on the field goal attempt. We're at the half. Your score, the Coopersville Broncos 26, the Ludington Orioles nothing. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Welcome to House of Flavors, Michigan's largest ice cream producer. But we're more than just ice cream. We exist to make ice cream, feed people, and make our world a better place. We donate 25% of all profits to charity annually. You heard that right. We are dedicated, innovative, adaptable. Come join our team. We are looking for amazing people to join our team in maintenance, operations, palletizing, warehouse, CDL drivers. We provide career development opportunities, year-round stability, competitive wages, health insurance, 401k retirement, bonuses, profit sharing, and free ice cream. Join us to make ice cream and make a difference. Find your career today at houseofflavors.com/careers.
Welcome back, Oriole Nation. We're at the half here. Ludington trails Coopersville 26-0. And Jamie, as you see, this year's motto for the Orioles, WAWG, WAG. We all we got. And that's their motto this year.
We all we got.
We all we got.
Okay.
We want to thank Safe Harbor.
WAG.
Yep, WAG, I believe. WAG.
Okay.
We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Of course, Adam Johnson out there, Safe Harbor Credit Union, another big Oriole backer and supporter. Safe Harbor Credit Union, they do an awful lot for Ludington sports. Where your success is our success, we belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. Great to see Donnie O'Brien just up here.
That's
Big
boy,
Ludington
Donnie.
Oriole backer. Boy, does he love that Ludington Oriole 22 basketball jersey, or does he love that?
You see him ride his bike around town, he's got that thing on,
Yep.
man.
And we just gave him a Coach Bruce Gillett pin,
Yeah,
too. He's
yeah.
got it. You pinned it on him, so
Pinned
that's
it on
great.
him. Yeah, Bo Donnie.
Hey, a big shout out as well to our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor, Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for this season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Right now, we're going to listen to the interview I did yesterday with Ludington Orioles senior Blake Nelson. Indian Summer, Ludington Oriole football player in the spotlight for tonight's season and home opening game as the Ludington Orioles host the Coopersville Broncos. And that player is Blake Nelson. Blake is a senior. He wears jersey number 54. He plays left tackle on offense, and he's a defensive tackle on defense. Now, Blake, what does it mean to you being elected and selected as a team captain by your teammates this season?
It just means I have to be a leader and, show the guys what to do and, just be the presence that they need to have.
Talk a little bit about last year. It was a magical season. You guys went 9-0. You had the heartbreaking loss against Big Rapids in the opening playoff game, but that should not take away from the record-setting season that you guys had last year.
Yeah, it was really fun to be a part of. The guys up front, we all bonded, and even with the other seniors, it was just a fun team to be around.
Fun team to cover too. Your favorite thing, Blake, about being a Ludington Oriole football player?
Being around the team, it's I don't know, there's just something to it. It's special.
Nothing like that, being around your teammates, the camaraderie and the Friday night lights, is it? Of course, it's Thursday night lights tonight, and it's going to be Thursday night lights next week, and then it's Friday night lights the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's all right. It's whatever, as long as we're playing games.
Your strongest trait about the way you play the game of football?
I think my strongest trait would be my ability to finish out plays. I'm always the one that likes to run downfield, keep the play going.
What do you feel are this year's team strengths and the goals?
I feel like the strength of our team would be our skill position, and the goals of our team is to try to win back the conference championship.
Yeah, going for that back-to-back, and maybe a first district title for the school too, right?
That would be nice.
All right. What do you like best about playing for new coach Brent Gillett?
I love the energy he brings to practice. It pushes everyone to go harder and just be the best version of themselves.
What's one skill, Blake, that you've worked the hardest to improve for this season?
Definitely my pass blocking. It was something that I would struggle with previous seasons. This year I feel like I've worked on it a lot.
What do you feel is your favorite memory from football for the Orioles so far?
Beating Whitehall last year.
Yes. No doubt that's a good one. Your favorite sports movie?
Remember the Titans.
That's a great sports movie, a great football movie. Your favorite class and teacher at Ludington High School?
I'd have to say it's Oriole Strength with Coach Kirby.
All right. And what are you liking best about growing up and living in Ludington?
I love the beach. It's a really nice spot to hang out with your friends all summer, through all ages, really. It's beautiful.
Favorite restaurant in Ludington?
Definitely has to be El Rancho.
Very popular. Always is.
Yeah.
Your plans for winter sports and spring sports?
I plan on playing baseball in the spring.
Okay. I'm sure that Coach Albright's going to be happy to hear that. Your future plans after graduation?
Hoping to go somewhere to play college football.
Outstanding. Your role model, Blake?
I would have to say it's my mom.
It's great. We're a great role model to have. I wanted to ask you, Blake, is there anybody out there listening to tonight's broadcast on the OSN and 102.7 WMOM that you'd like to send a shout out to or say hello to?
Yeah, it'd be my grandparents.
All right. Anything else you want to add, Blake?
No, thank you.
Well, thanks on being the Indian Summer Ludington Orioles Safe Harbor Credit Union player in the spotlight for tonight's opening game against the Coopersville Broncos, and all the best to you and your teammates this gridiron season. As always, go O's.
Goes.
102.7 WMOM technical engineer, and we got to give him a big shout out and big kudos along with Nick Wysong. Those are the two that brainstormed the new capability we have with instant replay. In Oriole Nation, we want you to chime in. We want all the Oriole Nation, all the fans out there to chime in and tell us what you think of our new feature, instant replay, and the job that Nick and Braden did bringing us that. It's something we're going to get better with as the year progresses. It's like anything else when you practice and you get more comfortable with it. But that's pretty awesome. And I want to personally thank Braden and Nick for that new feature. And again, Oriole Nation, chime in and let us know what you think of our new feature with our instant replay. Right now, we'd like to talk a bit about Coach Bruce Gillett. And, if you look on the OSN page, we have a little write-up, folks, in memory of Coach Bruce Gillett. These Oriole pins were made by Jamie Lundy and Chelsea DeKuyper Hackert in memory of Coach Bruce Gillett, who was an assistant coach for the Orioles from 2001 through 2017. Most of you know that Bruce was new Ludington varsity football coach Brent Gillett's dad. Brent is making his debut tonight as the Orioles' new varsity head gridiron coach. And Brent was officially hired as the new coach the week before Bruce's passing, which was on March 14th, 2026. The pins are being handed out at tonight's game, and most of the Gillett family is sitting by the car ferry horn. Hopefully we'll hear that sound in the second half. We have not heard it sound at all in the first half as Coopersville's up 26-0. But Brenda Gillett, Beth Kirby, and more of the Gillett family is there. And that horn will be activated each time the Orioles score, as it has been the last few years. Obviously, tonight is an emotional night for the Gillett family. I'm sure Brent has his dad on his mind as he coaches his first varsity game as the O's headband. So we got our pins on.
Yep.
You're wearing yours.
Yep.
We gave one to Donnie O'Brien. Soldier's got his on. Nick's got one. And I made sure that Chris Nicholas went home with one. We got to get one for Coach Shank. He's the director of the Oriole Sports Network. We'll have to get him one too. But they're pretty cool. And again, kudos to Jamie Lundy and Chelsea DeKuyper Hackert, who made the pins.
They're very nice.
I saw Brenda before the game, and she said, yeah, it's just really tough, Scoop. I said, I understand. I'm sure it is very, very tough. And, tonight I'm sure that Bruce is looking down, though, and smiling. Hopefully send some good vibes for the Orioles in the second half, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm sure he's very proud of his son right there, and Brent. And the thing about it is, Scoop, it's never easy when you lose the loved one, but when you've done enough in the community to have a pin or something, done in your honor, you're a good man, and those are the memories that you take with you as a Gillett family.
Exactly. I did hear from Coach Wilson Gunsel. He's the new JV head coach, and his team took it on the chin last night against the good Coopersville JV team by the score of 33-0. In that game last night at Coopersville, Coach Gunsel said it was a tough game, to say the least, as we ran into a really good group of players over at Coopersville, and they had our number. Quarterback Carson Couturier had a good game, putting up 123 total yards of offense for us, along with Danny Alanis. There we go. I recognize that name from basketball. Danny Alanis tacking on another 60 on the ground. The group will bounce back next week and be fine. And he says, go O's. Coach Wilson Gunsel making his debut last night, like Coach Brent Gillett is making his varsity debut tonight.
Both coaches are making their debuts, and a lot of players on both of those teams are making their debuts. They're young, and you only get so much time in the preseason to learn to play together and things, and you learn on the fly.
Yep. We want to thank Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 1940s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. If you do end up with a scrape, if you're involved in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, call Mike 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. Right now, we're going to step aside momentarily. When we come back, we're going to give you the scoring summary from the first half. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation.
Welcome to House of Flavors, Michigan's largest ice cream producer. But we're more than just ice cream. We exist to make ice cream, feed people, and make our world a better place. We donate 25% of all profits to charity annually. You heard that right. We are dedicated, innovative, adaptable. Come join our team. We are looking for amazing people to join our team in maintenance, operations, palletizing, warehouse, CDL drivers. We provide career development opportunities, year-round stability, competitive wages, health insurance, 401k retirement, bonuses, profit sharing, and free ice cream. Join us to make ice cream and make a difference. Find your career today at houseofflavors.com/careers.
All right, welcome back, Oriole Nation. Scoop Hansen along with Jamie Sycon, Nick Wysong, and we have Soldier Stowe, the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. A beautiful night for the opening week of the MHSAA season. The only bummer is right now Ludington trails 26-0 at the half. Scoring summary at the 8:32 mark of the first quarter. Coopersville got on the board on a 7-yard touchdown run by their wide receiver, Wyatt Klusterhouse. The point after was good by their kicker, number 38, Hunter Yeeke. That gave Coopersville a quick 7-0 lead. Coopersville then scored with 6:35 to go on a 54-yard pass from quarterback Champ Kelly to wide receiver Jaden Timmons. The point after was no good. It hit the upright. Coopersville had a 13-0 lead. Then 12 seconds later, Coopersville came back and scored on a 42-yard touchdown pass from Kelly to Klusterhouse. The point after was good once again by Yeeke, and that gave Coopersville a 20-0 lead. And then with 1:21 to go in the opening quarter, quarterback Champ Kelly, a 25-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Timmons once again. Point after, no good. So 3 touchdown passes from their quarterback, their sophomore quarterback, Champ Kelly, the grandson of their legendary longtime coach, Jim Meerman, and 1 running touchdown for Coopersville, and that's accounted for the first half scoring, all in the first quarter. Yep. Orioles settled down in the second quarter, and they put together their best drive of the game late in that first half. Then they attempted a field goal, which was well short.
Yeah, so they came out, they kind of got smashed in the mouth there in the first quarter, and like we talked about, they hadn't played together very much yet, especially in, other than scrimmages, but it's not game action still. So they made some adjustments in the second quarter. They held them to 0 points in the second quarter, and we started moving the ball a lot better in the second quarter. So, let's see if we can come out and make some adjustments here and maybe get some points on the board first in this third quarter to start.
Jamie, let's give some shout-outs to some of Oriole Nation tuned in. The mayor of 4th Ward, John Bown. Also, Jake O'Brien, Carrie Henyon, Karen Foote, Mary Sobraski, our very own Chris Nicholas tuned in, Jeffrey Hansen, Madeline Hunter, Jaden Schultz, and let's see, Andrea Harima is tuned in, as is Ryan Doobie. So, Oriole Nation, let us know what you think about, think about that nice, neat new feature we have with instant replay this year. And again, a big thank you to both Nick Wysong and also Braden Kronline for coming up with that.
Yeah, that's going to be a real nice feature. And I'll give a shout out. How about this good one right here? Newly married, Evan McKinley and Keelan.
Hey, congratulations.
Watching the game from St. Lucia on their honeymoon.
They're on their honeymoon in St. Lucia?
Yep, I was
Evan
at their
McKinley.
wedding last weekend. A beautiful, beautiful wedding, and I'll give them a shout out. They're watching tonight from St. Lucia.
Congratulations, Evan
and
Keelan. That's awesome. Evan sometimes does color commentary with me for Ludington Oriole boys and girls basketball. And speaking of newlyweds, how about Lightning Sam LeDuc?
Yeah.
And his bride, Rachel Allen. They got married on August 1st. And it was a reunion of the 2017. There was a lot of the players from the 2017 state runner-up team.
Yep, I remember hearing about that.
I got to talk to Thunder, Calvin Hackert, for a bit. Yep.
Thunder and Lightning.
And the also the microwave was there, Dante Vella.
Imagine that. He's right down there.
Yeah. So right now, Ludington down 26-0. The Orioles will get the ball to begin the second half. and let's see if they can capitalize on. They did have some momentum going there at the end of the first half.
They did. One other thing I like to put out there to the listeners, Scoop. I've had quite a few people, during football and basketball, and even with the season starting, asking me, "Hey, why do you guys read so many commercials? Why do you guys always why don't you just call the game?"
You want me to answer that?
What I do tell them, and I want everybody else who hasn't heard that question to know, is without those sponsors,
we don't have the OSN.
Those reading those, they pay for that. We don't have the OSN. The games can't be broadcast, and therefore, there's your answer.
Thank you.
Is
exactly.
We have to read these a certain amount of times because they're the sponsors. They're the ones, along with WMOM, that allow us to come out here and broadcast these games, which not many high schools across the state of Michigan or the United States have games announced or even shown over Facebook or live feeds.
Oriole Nation, you are spoiled. Let me put it that way. You are very, very spoiled. We have these great sponsors. And again, like Jamie said, if without those sponsors, there is no OSN. We are not broadcasting these games. So we thank our sponsors. We are lucky to have them, all of them. And again, this year we got 2 new sponsors on board. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors. And great explanation there, Jamie. Yes.
I'll give one last shout out. I'll give a shout out to my niece, Maddie Barrett. She's home watching the game over here on the sidelines, but she's home from college. She's at Aquinas. She's swimming down there, and first time being away from home, and we miss her, but we love having her, and we're going to enjoy some swim meets. Not many people get to play college sports, Scoop, and I'm very proud of her, so I'll give her a shout out.
More shout outs, Jill Moderman, Sophie Mead, Jim St. John, Gabe Rivera, a great Ludington athlete,
great.
All-stater in football and basketball. All-time great, no doubt about that, Gabe Rivera. Here's a kick to about the 22. The Orioles, here's a nice return. Orioles get the ball out 35, about the 37-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 right there. Do you see who?
That was number 4, Sonny Castro.
Sonny Castro on the return there. Devin Mendez is tuned in. Sunshine, David Schillinger. There's a Ludington legend. He's tuned in, watching. Mary Sobraski, we already mentioned her. Elijah Gomez, Cindy Oderbine, Dylan Stephen, Aaron Rice, and Keegan Lawler all tuned in to the OSN tonight. So here we go. Ludington comes out 1st and 10. Their quarterback, junior Asher Furfinski, wears jersey number 11.
That's a good number.
It's a very good number. Yep. And Porfinski will keep, and he's going to be dropped for a loss right there. On the read right there, he faked the handoff to Jace Hodges, and Coopersville was not failed one iota. They did not bite on that at all, Jamie.
Yeah, that was a good read by the linebacker right there. When you're playing that read option, I can't say it's 50-50, Scoop, but, Asher's got a lot going on back there. He's got to make the right read. He's got to make, which way do I go? And at the same time, if he has a little bit of time to make that read, he's getting blown up right now. He doesn't have a chance to make the read, so the option doesn't matter when he can't have a chance.
Loss of 3 on that play. 2nd and 13 for the Orioles.
Oh, that's got to be close to pass interference, too.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ludington's not going to get the benefit of the doubt or the call right there. It looked like there was a little early contact right there, but no call. It's going to be 3rd and 13. We want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Also, McGee Insurance Group has been serving West Michigan since 1939. They provide quality insurance coverage tailored to fit your needs and budget. McGee Insurance services include auto, commercial, home, health, life, and umbrella insurance. We'll get to the rest of that in just a second here. Orioles 3rd and 13, ball on their own 34-yard line to Porfinski to pass. Now he's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be dropped at about the 40, make that about the 36-yard line. They're going to be well short. It's going to bring up a 4th and long.
He took a heck of a hit right there, Scoop.
He did. I was mentioning the McGee Insurance Group, 5965 West US 10. Call 231-845-5000. Unfortunately, the Orioles, that momentum they had at the end of the first half, didn't carry over here on this first possession of the second half.
Well, let's see if the defense can come out and hold here and see if they can gain a little momentum.
Shout out to our OSN Executive Director, Thad Shank. I know he was involved in a big pickleball tournament earlier today. Here's the punt by Mosier. It's a high, short punt. And Coopersville's going to have great field position. They're going to, oh my goodness.
At about the 48.
Yeah, the ball's going to be marked at the 48 of Ludington. Hey, Oriole Nation, Urca Auto Center is founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices, so our customers keep returning. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us today. The Urca family's been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. 10:21 to go, third quarter. Coopersville 26, Ludington nothing. Coopersville with the ball, 1st and 10 on the Oriole 48-yard line. Kelly, he'll give the ball now on the carry, number 4. That's Corbin Molman. And some good defense here by the Orioles.
Yeah, I was trying to see who come out of that tackle. It was,
these numbers are not the easiest to read.
18. Rockney Lemire. Is that how you say it? Rockney Lemire.
Yep.
Yeah, nice tackle from behind there, Scoop.
Rockney Lemire, a junior. Yeah, here comes the replay on that tackle by Rockney Lemire. Check it out, folks.
He comes right around the end. And
yeah, 2nd and 7 here for Coopersville. And here's a run for Wyatt Kloosterhouse.
Ball carried by.
He has got a gain of about 5 there. Maybe 4 or 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd and a short 3.
I'd like to see you get a stop right here, Scoop. Maybe a sack, maybe a fumble, something to help us out here to get the momentum going. You know, give the defense a lift. I mean, they held them scoreless in the second quarter.
They've settled down. They've settled down since they've given up the 26 points in the first quarter. 9:12 to go in the third quarter. Ludington down again, 26-0. Coopersville on the attack. 3rd and 2. Ball at the Oriole 40-yard line. And Kelly now, he's looking. He's going to let it go. He's got a receiver out there. And it's caught. On the reception for Coopersville, number 8. And that was Spencer Bettenhouse for Finsky in coverage right there.
Yeah, I tell you, that's just
this sophomore quarterback.
Just a beautiful throw, Scoop.
It was, and that was a long toss right there.
He threw that from about the 49-yard line.
Here's the instant replay.
Yeah, when he drops back, he's right around the 40.
Look at that,
48.
Look at the zing on that ball.
But it's just a bullet to the outside even.
That was an absolute frozen rope. He talked about throwing a seed. I'm impressed with the sophomore quarterback, Champ Kelly. Here's a run now by Kloosterhouse. And he's dragging Oriole defenders with him right there, running hard. And they're on the tackle for the Orioles. Look to be number 12, Finn Flannery, and also Blake Nelson. Coopersville.
7 yards in the carry, 2nd down.
Playing that tough.
Yeah, you know, just when you think you got him there, Scoop, he comes out and throws a seed across the field like that, you know, and then you come right back with an inside gap run up the middle.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3. Ball at the Oriole 10-yard line. And now they give it to number 12 on the carry. He's down to the 5 on the carry right there. Connor Forwerda on the carry.
Yeah. Max Shimanek with the tackle.
Max Shimanek on the tackle there.
Touchdown saving tackle.
Yes, it was. We have a first down and goal to go for the Coopersville Broncos. They have the ball at the Oriole 5-yard line.
I'd imagine that, you know, they got their power up the middle. It's probably going to be a handoff to number 4.
Kelly, he'll give it, as you said. No, Kelly keeps it. Now he's going to pass. And
nice job.
Great touchdown saving tackle there by Taj Williams. Asher Furfinski came in to assist to make sure he was down.
Yeah, that was a nice to shake his block and get in there and make that tackle. That was a good play call, and Ludington was Johnny on the spot right there for stopping that touchdown right there, Scoop.
2nd down and goal to go. Ball at the Oriole 1-yard line. 7:21 to go in this third quarter. Kelly, long count. He'll give now, and there's a touchdown. It looked like to be number 4 on the carry, Corbin Molman. Did you have 4? Looked like it. 7:14. Molman, a 1-yard touchdown run. Coopersville now on top, 32-0, 7:14 to go in the third quarter. Hunter Yeeke in for the point after attempt. Here is the snap. They're going to have a false start right there on Coopersville.
Flag on the play.
You know, Coach Brent Gillett and his coaches right now, they're going to want to, 32-0, 7:14 to go. There's still all of the third quarter, all the fourth quarter to go. They're going to want to get some momentum going to go into next week, Jamie, of course, into that Orchard View, into the conference opener.
For sure, and this game's far from being over.
Yeah.
And not saying that, hey, we can't come back, but at this point, it's like small steps. It's, hey, can we continue to get first downs on offense? Hey, can we score? Can the defense get stops? He's coaching things in there that they got to have happen in this game so they can take place in the next game. Very rarely does a team go undefeated, and especially when you're familiar, like last year these teams played, and these young guys on the Ludington team didn't play. A lot of them didn't play in that game where a lot of the Coopersville guys did. So,
Point after was no good. It was shanked wide left. So with 7:14 to go in the third quarter, Coopersville 32, Ludington nothing. Hey, Oriole Nation, Ludington Chiropractic and Dr. Mark Yeck have been serving the chiropractic needs of Ludington and the surrounding communities for more than 30 years. At Ludington Chiropractic, no appointment is necessary as it is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 310 South Washington Avenue. For questions, call 231-843-1874. We'd also like to thank Dr. Jacob Singh and North Star Chiropractic. Attention athletes, want to boost your game? At North Star Chiropractic in Ludington, we specialize in helping you recover, perform, and stay injury-free. Don't wait. Call 231-843-8200 and elevate your performance today. North Star Chiropractic, your winning edge. This Coopersville team, they are the real deal. You saw what they did last year. 5-6 they ended up last year. They started out, they had a terrible start to their season. We went in there, beat them 40-13. They ended up beating Big Rapids in Week 9 to make the playoffs, 38-28, a 10-point lead over them. They won their opening playoff game, and then they fell in the district championship game. I think it was to Grand Rapids, Kanawha Hills. Not positive on that, but anyway, So they got a fine young sophomore quarterback. And they also have an offensive lineman who's committed to Central Michigan University, and that lineman is number 56, Hunter Handcamp.
Yeah, I tell you, Central, you're any commit to any school is big, but to a CMU is going to be big for that kid. And
Division I,
Division I commit out of Coopersville. But I tell you, watch out for CMU this year.
Yeah,
they got some ball players, and my buddy's kid is Travis Moore. Is running back from DeWitt.
Okay.
DeWitt High School is going to be playing there.
Yeah, DeWitt, always a powerhouse in high school football in Ludington. All right, Forfinski on the draw now. He's got a nice gain. He's ripped off a first down. Orioles
gain of 12.
Yep, Orioles on that 1st and 10 there from their own 30. He's out over the 40-yard line to about the 42, so a gain of 12 there by Asher Forfinski.
Yeah, he's earning everything out there, Scoop. I tell you, he's for... I tell
Oriole Nation.
Tough kid, and I mean, he's getting it done.
Yep. You get the chance, and it's a long way off, but when baseball rolls around next spring, come on out and watch him. Nobody hits the ball harder than Asher Forfinski on the varsity baseball team. I mean, he tags it when he tags it. There's an incomplete pass. That was intended out there, looks like for Max Shimanek.
Incomplete pass.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, 6:38 to go in the third quarter. Next week, we'll be right back here at Oriole Field. Cardinals of Muskegon Orchard View in town. Ludington opens up its West Michigan Conference Lakes Division schedule. And again, I want to give a shout out to Miss Jen Mraz, the LHS athletic trainer. She recently went to Iceland. It was her second trip over there. Of course, I have fond memories of Iceland from my days in the Navy. I was stationed there for 42 months, working at Navy Broadcasting Service Detachment. Miss Jen brought me back some Icelandic chocolate, and she brought me back a little troll figure, the pot liquor.
Mm-hmm.
She knows I love that word, pot liquor.
Yeah.
And Icelandic lore, they're big on their trolls there. So that was really nice of her to do. And I said, did you enjoy the second trip more than the first? And she said, yes. Well, she loved them both, though, so she loves
Brought down by
Iceland.
Rothman.
Yeah, we're going to get a loss of
Yep.
7 on that play right there.
Forfinski sacked, and here is the instant replay right here of that sack by Coopersville. 6:14 to go in this third quarter. The Orioles down 32-0. You'll see there it was just a breakdown. They got to them and swarmed under there by some Broncos from Coopersville.
Yeah, their defensive line right there is just pushing us 3-4 yards off the ball, Scoop.
Yeah.
And, that's an older line against a younger line, and experience is winning along with the size and power right there.
Larry Mendez got there, number 70. Now Orioles face a 3rd and 17. Forfinski's going to let it fly, and there was some. They're not going to. Oh, again, there was pulling on the jersey there.
Intended for Hodges.
That's the 3rd or 4th time tonight, Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, the receiver has every chance to come back, and he's coming back to make the play.
Here's the replay, folks, right here. You can see the tugging on the jersey
he's
right
pulling
there.
right on the back. If you look, though, the official's out of position, so he can't see it.
That's at least the 4th time tonight. A Ludington pass, and could have easily been called for holding or pass interference. 4th and 17 for the Orioles. There's a high
That's
punt by
better.
Mosier. Fielded at about the 36-yard line. Good defense, good coverage there by the Orioles. On the return for Coopersville, number 12, that was Connor Ferwerda. And right now, we want to tell you about some more of our great sponsors, beginning with Lenz Balder Insurance in Ludington. They're your local agency that gets it right the first time. With a reputation built on knowledge, speed, and accuracy, they help individuals and businesses find coverage that truly fits. As an independent agency, Lenz Balder compares top carriers to find the best protection for your home, car, or your business, so you don't have to. From personalized service to peace of mind, Lenz Balder delivers more than insurance, they deliver confidence. All right, so penalty called on the Orioles.
I didn't see it.
I don't know if
signaling.
Coopersville, I don't know if they've been flagged for one penalty in this ball game. Broncos up 32-0, 5:33 to go in the third quarter.
Well, I think that'd only be the 3rd flag of the game then, Scoop. We have 1 on Coach Gillett and 2, that would be the 2nd or 3rd maybe. I know there's not more than 4, so.
Kloosterhouse on the carry.
All on Ludington.
Yeah, he's got the ball
By Kloosterhouse.
out to about the Coopersville
5 yards on the carry.
48-yard line. Sonny Castro on the stop there for the Orioles. Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5, 5:08 to go in the third quarter. Champ Kelly, the Coopersville quarterback. He will give now. Kloosterhouse on the carry. He's got a first down and then some. He's down to about the Oriole 43-yard line.
And a tackle by Brayton Kaminsky.
BK Jr., Brayton Kaminsky. Hey, folks, when it comes to insurance, having the right coverage and understanding your options, that matters. At Westhouse Agency, their team of licensed agents is ready to help you or your company with your health and Medicare insurance. With 100% 5-star Google reviews, Westhouse Agency is clearly doing something right. Visit westhouseagency.com to schedule an appointment for free personalized guidance. 1st and 10 for Coopersville. Kelly's pass is complete. And there'll be a gain of about 8 or 9 there. Down to the Oriole, about the 34. No, it's going to be another Coopersville first down.
Yeah, that's Kloosterhouse again. I tell you, Kloosterhouse and number 4 there, Moldman.
Molman, yeah.
Molman, those 2 kids are quick.
They are.
They
Very
have a
quick.
Very quick first step. As soon as they catch the ball or receive or take the handoff, their first 2 steps are very explosive.
Champ Kelly looking. He's got a receiver wide open in the flat. It is complete. And a gain of a few there. Maybe 2, maybe 3-yard gain on that pass completion. And there's an Oriole who's down. Oh, he's getting up right now. Okay. Is that Taj?
No, that's 54.
Okay. I'll tell you what, it's very tough reading those Oriole jersey numbers.
It looked like Blake Nelson, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, we probably see better on the screen than we can.
You're right. And Nick is telling me that, right? Technical engineer saying, Scoop, look at the screen. It's going to take a little getting used to after all these years. All right, so we have a 2nd down and 8. No wonder these TV guys have it so easy. These great TV analysts
they're not
play-by-play
watching
men.
it from the field. They're watching it on the TV.
I'll get used to this. Oh, this is much nicer. There's a counter right there, and on the carry, number 12 for Coopersville, and that's Connor Ferwerda.
Made by Castro.
Sonny Castro again on the stop for the Orioles. Bring up a 3rd down. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Coopersville Broncos. Ball is at the Oriole 22-yard line. Kelly on the long count. He'll give it now to Molman. And Molman's got the 1st down as he bounces it out into the left flat and taking him out of bounds out there. Looked to be, that was 7 on the stop. That was Max Shimanek on the carry for Coopersville, number 4.
And we got an Oriole down on the other
Corbin
sideline
Molman.
right now.
Down I think is Max Shimanek, I believe. We're going to step aside. 2:39 to go, 3rd quarter. Coopersville 32, Ludington nothing. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance. Since 1902, Smith & Eddy Insurance has been building relationships and providing insurance solutions as the area's largest independent agency. Here at Smith & Eddy Insurance, in partnership with Auto Owners, we offer the most experienced staff, the widest array of policies, and we have partnered with Auto Owners Insurance to provide exceptional solutions for our customers. With new technology and an old-school philosophy, our team is committed to delivering a winning customer experience by placing the right people in the right roles. Proudly serving all of West Michigan from our 4 convenient locations in Bear Lake, Scottville, Manistee, and in Hart, Smith & Eddy and Auto Owners remains deeply committed to the communities we serve and dedicated to meeting your insurance needs. Smith & Eddy Insurance in partnership with Auto Owners Insurance.
Welcome back to Oriole Field. Scoop Hansen along with Jamie Sycon, Nick Wysong, and Soldier Stowe, the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Jamie, look, just coming up over the trees right now, a beautiful full moon. Here that we're looking out over the Oriole Field right now. Looking back at my TV screen where great new feature this year as well, along with the instant replay. This is going to make things a lot easier. A host of Orioles bringing down the Coopersville ball carrier right there, and that was number 26 on the carry. 26 for Coopersville is Will Skinner. Will Skinner, his first carry of the ball game.
I tell you, Scoop, we see this year and year and year out, these guys getting out here and they getting these cramps. And it's Gatorade and pickle juice, mix it together, drink it. You'll never get a cramp, I'm telling you.
Good advice, Jamie. All right, 2nd down and 8 for Coopersville. It's going to be Skinner on the carry again. Good job by the interior of the Oriole defensive line right there.
Not saying it tastes great, but you won't get a cramp.
Looked like the big guy there for Ludington was number 51. And that Chase Gable, he really clogged up the middle there for the Orioles, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Broncos. 1:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Coopersville up 32-0. The Broncos had a 26-0 halftime lead. We're in week 1 of the MHSAA high school football season. Timeout Coopersville.
Yeah. For as much time as Ludington's defense is spent on the field in this game, Scoop, to get that start at 26-0, they got to be happy with themselves where they're at right now for as much time as they spent on the field.
They have been out there a lot tonight. Hey, we want to thank Fresh Coast Foam, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. They're new with us this year, and we're happy to have them on board with the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. A proud supporter of Oriole Athletics, Fresh Coast Foam brings the same teamwork and hard work to spray foam insulation and concrete leveling that our team brings to every game. Strong foundations, strong effort. That's what wins. Get your free quote today at freshcoastfoam.com. Go O's. And House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious, yummy House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Orioles Sports, producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. And pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. You can learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. If you get down there, try the Michigan pothole, folks. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9 for Coopersville. Kelly looking left. His pass, complete, touchdown. Boy, did he zing that in there on a string. That was a frozen rope there from Kelly.
Yeah, he's got a heck of an arm, Scoop.
Got the 110 mark. And 15-yard. 15-yard. We got the replay right here, folks. So 15-yard touchdown pass.
Kelly, he's got a heck of an arm, and he's got all day to pick who he wants to throw it to.
And he put it right there. I mean, look at that. Just right there. And it was complete to, I think that's one of his favorite targets right there. That was number 0. That was Timmons, to Jaden Timmons. The point after, up and good. So with 1:10 to go in the third quarter, your score, Coopersville 39, Ludington nothing. And right now we are going to step aside. You are watching and listening to the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned, Oriole Nation.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh-pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S., and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
Hey, we got Ludington Oriole fan Spence Williams who's tuned in. He said, "Hey, Scoop, we just made some Michigan pothole today." He said, "It's too much chocolate for me." So there are some people out there that don't care for it because it is pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're not a chocolate lover, you're not going to like it. But I'll tell you what, if you like chocolate at all, Michigan pothole is for you. Try it. All right, here's the line drive kick. Orioles will take over 1st and 10, and they will be at their own 33-yard line, and it was Josh Haney. Jackson Haney. I'm sorry. Jackson Haney fielded that ball, and it'll be at the 34, actually. 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Running clock is in effect, Jamie.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Ludington did to a lot of teams last year. We had the running clock in effect. So 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball at their own 33-yard line. As you said, Asher Ferfinski going to be very sore tomorrow. There's a snap. He bobbles it. And he'll just go down and protect the football right there. And that might be the last play of the third quarter.
And I think now he's cramping, I think.
Yeah, he definitely is. Opening game of the season. Yeah, he's definitely got a Charlie horse right now. 12 seconds to go. That's going to close out the third quarter. Ludington down 39-0. We're going to stay right here and tell you about Smith & Eddy Insurance of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Of course, be listening to the end of the ball game, folks, when I talk with Oriole head coach Brent Gillett during the Smith & Eddy post-game show. Be sure you check out the OSN page tonight, too. We'll put up the stats from tonight's game and the scoring summary. That'll be up on the OSN page. We want to thank Lenz Balder Insurance in Ludington. They're your local agency that gets it right the first time. With a reputation built on knowledge, speed, and accuracy, they help individuals and businesses find coverage that truly fits. As an independent agency, Lenz Balder compares top carriers to find the best protection for your home, car, or your business so you don't have to. From personalized service to peace of mind, Lenz Balder delivers more than insurance. They deliver confidence. So we talked about Coach Brent Gillett. He was offensive coordinator last year. That Oriole team last year set records for points in a season, the most points ever scored by a Ludington Oriole football team.
Yeah, he's a good offensive-minded coach, and and last year not to say that these kids won't get there, but because they're young, but man, when you have that many returning players and that many athletes that they had on the field, they maximized everything they could out of that season.
Yep.
Come down to that last 5 minutes of the game, we thought we were moving on, and things just happened. That's why they play to the final buzzer right there.
This team will keep improving.
Yep.
Second and 14 for the Orioles. Pass incomplete.
They've improved in this game from the beginning, Scoop, and that's what you got to look at.
Well, giving up 26 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Coopersville's first 4 possessions. Yeah.
It's a buzzsaw.
Ludington faces a 3rd and 14, 11:41 to go in the game. Running clock is in effect.
Somebody's flying a drone over the field.
Yeah, pretty low, too. Going right over there. Yeah. Again, the Orioles at home next week. They open the season up with 3 straight home games. They'll be hosting the Orchard View Cardinals next week, and then the following week they'll host their county rivals, the Spartans of Mason County Central, in the battle for the Lumberman's Trophy. The Orioles have the Lumberman's Trophy in their possession right now, and they also have the Dad's Trophy. Here's Forfinski going nowhere right there. Going to be another loss on the play. It was 3rd and 14. Now it's going to bring up a 4th and probably about 18. Let's see how many they.
Brought down by Davenport.
Yeah, and the line is the defensive line and the offensive line here for Ludington. They're getting their work in. They're gonna have video to watch, and they're just getting blown off the ball right now, Scoop. But they're young and they'll work on that.
Well, Davenport came in. Nobody touched him for Coopersville right there. Andrew Davenport came in there and got the sack right there. So 4th and 18 for the Orioles, 10:28 to go in the game. Keldon Mosier, he's been getting a workout with that right leg today. And now we have a timeout called by the Orioles. Again, we'll be talking to Oriole head coach Brent Gillett at the conclusion of tonight's game and the Smith & Eddy postgame show. Again, a huge thank you to all of our new sponsors this year, Fresh Coast Foam, West House Agency. And when it comes to insurance, Oriole Nation, having the right coverage and understanding your options matters. At West House Agency, their team of licensed agents is ready to help you or your company with your health and Medicare insurance. With 100% 5-star Google reviews, West House Agency is clearly doing something right. Visit westhouseagency.com to schedule an appointment for free personalized guidance. Tough opening night for Coach Brent Gillett, Jamie, but as you said, it's what a lot of these players need. You need game experience. A lot of these players making their varsity debut.
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously the 2 that got the most experience on last year's team was Taj Williams and Blake Nelson.
Yeah, and it's a different ball game, The difference between, JV football and varsity football is really big. People might not think it is, but it's 10 times faster. Kids are 10 times bigger. It's a whole new ball game out here.
It is. It's like every level you go to,
Yep, for sure.
Then you got your college ball, you got Division III, Division II, your NAIA, which is back, then Division III, Division II, and Division I.
Each step is bigger, faster, better.
Yeah. You wonder, I was talking to some folks today, and you wonder why some of these great NFL backs, even guys like Jameer Gibbs and Bijan Robinson, sometimes why they don't cut it to the outside. And then, everybody that they're playing against is an outstanding player, too. To be playing at the NFL level, they got the speed that they got. You wonder why they cut it back.
Yeah.
But, there's like, whoa, okay, well, all right.
Yeah, you know your corners and your linebackers are sometimes just as fast as your running backs are. You know, it's same thing. You know, Division I football versus Division III football. You know,
there's a nice play there. That's one of the Orioles' better defensive plays there. We're going to take a look at that replay right here, and that looked to be. That was 51 on the stop for the Orioles. That was a nice play there by Chase Gable. Chase Gable, really nice play. Loss of 3 on the play. One of the nicer plays the Oriole defense has had tonight. 8:29 to go. Running clock is in effect. Coopersville up 39-0. Week 1 of the MHSAA season.
You can
see,
out there
you can see Kelly really.
Oh
boy, he's got nothing but green ahead of him. Nothing but. Oh, was there a whistle? I thought I heard a whistle early there. Or was I just hearing things?
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was. I thought that
he could have scored, and he just got down there and slid.
Yeah. He had nothing but green pasture ahead of him.
Yeah,
he just took a knee at the 35-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah,
I thought I had heard a whistle.
I thought I heard an
inadvertent
whistle too, and I think that's what everybody's saying. But I did think I heard an inadvertent whistle myself. But he still could have scored, and he just decided, well, I'm going to get down here, get the first down, and slide.
The officials are meeting for a confab right now at the 35-yard line. Sure did sound like we heard a whistle back there.
I heard a whistle.
Yeah, and then.
I don't know if we're going to get an explanation on it, but
the Oriole faithful, that you can hear the student section getting into it right now. We've got a new Oriole mascot, or the bird has got looks like a new uniform this year, Jamie.
And they're going to get the bird. Oh, they had the bird up on the shoulders there.
They don't have that 50-some-year-old costume anymore. The Oriole bird.
Replay the play.
They're going to replay the down. So there must have been, as you said, a whistle someplace.
Inadvertent whistle, and the play is dead.
Yep. 2nd down and 13 for Coopersville. They still got Kelly in there at quarterback?
Number 15's quarterback
now. Okay. Scoop, look at the big screen that Nick has put out here for you. Okay, 15's in at quarterback. 15 will keep. And he's going to be brought down at about the 46. Meerman is the new quarterback for Coopersville. Jeffrey Meerman.
He's a junior.
Yep. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Broncos.
You know, and this is good for Coopersville, you know, because here you are, you're 39-0, and you got 8 minutes to go in the game, and this is some valuable experience at the position, you know, to get your quarterback in there, which very much should be in the game.
Broncos definitely getting revenge for last year's Orioles 40-13 victory on their field, on Coopersville's field. Here's a carry and breaking tackles, number 22 for Coopersville, before he's brought down, and 22 on the carry.
And 54 and 12 for Ludington.
I can tell I'm getting older. It's getting harder and harder to read these names.
Well, it's dark in here now.
The print is so. That was Willis on the carry.
Yeah. And Blake Nelson and Finn Flannery on the tackle.
Nelson and Flannery on the stop for the Orioles. The clock reads 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game. The Orioles trailed 26-0 at half. They're down 39-0 right now. Coopersville taking their time, coming up to the line of scrimmage, 4th and 5. Ball on the Oriole 43-yard line. Meerman, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. He'll give, and here's a carry, and the Orioles are going to, looks like they're going to make the stop. Ludington will take over 1st and 10.
Lewis with the carry, short of the
Gain of about 3 on the play.
Orioles take over.
Yeah. You know, I'd like to see in this last 5 minutes that we go ahead and, you know, get some points on the board just for the offensive sake, you know, for Coach Gillett. I'm sure they want to hear that horn sound
Yeah.
over there for Coach's dad, and come out of here with. Even though there's lots of things to win, even though you didn't win the game. As you know, my motto is we either win or we learn. You don't ever lose.
Yes.
So they're learning a lot out here today, Scoop.
Forfinski will give the ball now. I believe that is Shimanek. No, that's Jace Hodges. Jace Hodges. Nice carry there.
A good run.
Hodges on the carry. He gets the ball into Coopersville territory. That might be the Orioles.
Get some points.
Might be the Orioles' biggest offensive play of the night, right there, Jamie.
I think it was.
And here's the replay, Oriole Nation. Check it out. As Jace Hodges carries right there, and actually
19-yard carry.
That actually counts as a pass. It's a little pitch pass. Yep. Hodges down to about the 42, the 41-yard line of Coopersville, and that counts as a pass from Forfinski. All right, here we go. Orioles 1st and 10. And now Forfinski will keep. He's at the 40, now to the 35. Nice run there by quarterback Asher Forfinski all the way down to the Coopersville 30-yard line. It's a hard, tough run.
Yeah, well, he's a tough kid, man.
He is.
He's a bulldozer. He's not big in stature, but he's big and hard inside there, Scoop. You're not gonna tell him he's small or short. Ever since I've known him, coached him in middle school basketball, he's just been a tough kid.
You know who used to have that nickname, the Bulldozer? Big Jake Kaczynski, who went on to play a few years of
There's
ball.
another pitch pass.
Yeah, pitch pass, and another nice gain there for Jace Hodges.
Oh, now we got a late flag coming in.
That was the Bulldozer, Jake Kaczynski. He went on to play some college ball at Michigan Tech. He was a Ludington Oriole. Yep. Penalty marker down, and on that 3:17 to go in the game, the Orioles down 39-0.
I bet you it's against Ludington.
Well, I don't think Coopersville, have they been flagged? Maybe if they have, I think it's only been one time tonight.
I don't think they've been flagged.
I don't think you're right.
The inadvertent whistle.
Delay a game. Really? Delay a game on the Orioles?
So something must have happened after the run. Unless they're saying they didn't get the snap off, but they would have blown it dead. Yeah. So they must have messed with the ball or something after the play.
1st and 20, Forfinski on the carry. Again, I'm getting used to just looking at the screen right in front of me. This is a great feature, but I'm so still.
Yeah.
Nick's going to steer me right on this, though, and it's going to be awesome, yes. He's even putting it closer for me. It's right in front of my face.
We watch the play on the field, then look at the screen for the numbers.
Wow, so much easier to see those numbers looking at the screen. 2:46 to go in the game. Ludington faces a 2nd down and 14. Forfinski looks over his offense. He will pitch pass it now. That's Hodges again. Jace Hodges all the way down to the 20-yard line. Oh, and he fumbles the ball. Are they going to say it was down?
I think he was down, Scoop.
I think they're going to mark it down. Yes. So about the 21-yard line. Here's the replay, Oriole Nation. Little pitch pass here. Those count as passing yards for Forfinski. Hodges down.
Oh, yeah.
He was down. His knee was down.
Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Again, next Thursday will be the Orioles' next game right here at Oriole Field against the Muskegon Orchard View Cardinals. It'll be Thursday night lights. 3rd and 1 for the Orioles, so he was a yard short. Forfinski will keep. He's got the first. Asher Forfinski.
Go, Asher.
Touchdown! Ludington! Their first touchdown of the season, their first points. And it comes with 1:53 left in the ball game.
Get that Gillett family up and sound that horn.
Yeah, let's hear that horn.
There we go.
1:53-21. You got a 21-yard touchdown run. Asher Forfinski.
That's good for everybody, Scoop.
It is.
I mean,
here's the replay, Oriole Nation. We can take it back a little farther. Here we go. Forfinski on the run. Nice run there. Good job the way he weaved his way down into the end zone. And Ludington on the board. It's going to make everybody feel just a little bit better.
Yeah. Momentum, learn, everything there, Scoop. You build upon, get ready, come into practice on Monday, and get ready for Thursday.
Orioles will go for 2. Forfinski, he's going to run it, and he's in. 2-point conversion, 2-point run by Asher Forfinski, and that's big for your quarterback, too. It's big for the whole team.
Big for the whole team.
Big for Coach Gillett,
yep.
for the Oriole fans, but it's really big for our junior quarterback making his first varsity start, Asher Forfinski.
Well, you know, one thing, too, the score before that drive was 39-0.
Yep.
But you didn't see one Oriole over there with their head down, no, you know, pouting on the sideline or anything like that. The team's been there the whole time fighting. And, you know, they wanted some points on the board. Now they got something to be happy about and, you know, to build upon. But the fight never stopped from the beginning to the end, you know.
We got a lot of.
Got to be proud of that.
Yep, you're exactly right, Jamie. We got a lot of Oriole Nation who are tuning in to the OSN, so that's good to see as well. And I hope everybody out there is enjoying our new feature, our new instant replay feature. I'm sure you are, Oriole Nation. Okay, we want to thank IRCA Auto Center. They are founded on trust, integrity, and respect. We are proud to offer these values in our sales and business practices so our customers keep returning. The vehicles on our lot have the best prices and quality in the area, so come by and see us. The IRCA family's been selling vehicles in Mason County for 4 generations. IRCA Auto Center, 3736 West US 10. Call 845-6282. Okay, 1:53 left in the ball game. Ludington trails Coopersville 39-8. The Orioles were down 26-0 at the half. Set to kick off for the Orioles. I believe is that for Finsk? No, I believe that's Keldon Mosier kicking off for Ludington. Fielded at the 11-yard line by Coopersville, and they immediately take a knee. Well, I tell you, Coopersville, they're really showing a lot of class in their class. You knew they would be. I've known Coach Ed Kamen for quite some time. I knew him when he was an assistant coach at Comstock Park. Great guy, great coach, class act.
Yeah. Well, the statement's already been made. You know, that was made in the first quarter. Yeah. And but at the same time, it's class. It's good sportsmanship, but at the same time, it's smart because why take a chance of getting somebody injured, you know, in the first game of the season? You know, you got 7, 8 more to go before the playoffs start. And, you know, with that offense and defensive line and arm on that quarterback with the speed of those 2 running backs and receiver, I'm thinking they're going to have a pretty good season over there.
Coopersville's going to have a great year this year.
Yeah.
They play in the OK Conference, and I'm not positive if it's the green or it's the silver. It's one of the two. It's either the green conference, it's the OK Conference, it's the green division, or it's the silver division. It's one of the two. Something's telling me it's the silver.
I thought they might be.
What were you thinking?
For some reason, I was thinking green.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of the two.
When we play them in bad, but
usually I've done my homework better, and I come in knowing that.
Yeah.
So I apologize, Oriole Nation.
Since they're white and green, let's go with green. Maybe it's the obvious.
Maybe we can have Nick look that up real quick. Nick, I'll tell you what, we are so lucky to have him as our technical engineer, but Nick also, he's filled in as a color commentary man before for both football and basketball, and he does a little bit of everything here. He gave a little tutorial to Soldier Stowe, who's our cameraman tonight, and Soldier has done an outstanding job. Soldier will be our cameraman this year, along with Marcus Mutton, who will also be doing some camera work for us. So Coopersville with 1:05 to go in the ball game, and they're just going to victory formation.
Yeah.
Yep. So 53 seconds left in the game. Again, next Thursday, folks, Ludington back home against Muskegon Orchard View. And is that Coopersville and the River Cities Alliance? Maybe we were both wrong.
Might be.
I'm hearing something about the River Cities Alliance. No more OK for them? All right, that's going to be it. It's Coopersville victory formation, and that's going to wrap things up, folks. As the last 20 seconds count down on the clock here at Oriole Field, the Ludington Orioles fall to the Coopersville Broncos in Week 1 by the score of 39-8. And we're going to step aside, and when we return, we'll have the Smith and Eddy post-game show coming your way right here on 102.7 WMOM and the Oriole Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Safe Harbor Credit Union is your premier choice for all your banking needs. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, our members always come first. You're not just a member, you're family. This is Adam Johnson, President and CEO of Safe Harbor Credit Union and proud former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're thrilled to once again be the premier halftime sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. If you haven't yet experienced the Safe Harbor Credit Union difference, now is the perfect time to make the switch. We cherish our relationships with our members and our community student athletes. You'll find us in the stands cheering for that next Oriole win and in local classrooms teaching financial literacy. We believe in being the local financial institution that you can trust with all your banking needs. When you invest with us, your money stays local, and local decision-making ensures that your needs are our top priority. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Come visit us at our new location at 5511 US 10 here in Ludington. We can't wait to welcome you into our family at Safe Harbor Credit Union.
Cold, drafty rooms? Sky-high energy bills? Take control with West Michigan's insulation experts, Fresh Coast Foam. Boost your energy efficiency, reduce noise, and keep moisture under control. We provide expert insulation for existing and new homes, pole barns, and offer professional concrete leveling services. For superior quality and top-rated service, choose Fresh Coast Foam, your trusted insulation experts. Call today.
Welcome back to Oriole Field. Scoop Hansen, Jamie Sycon, Soldier Stowe, and Nick Wysong, the Oriole Sports Network, and also 102.7 WMOM, bringing you the opening week of the MHSAA season. And the Orioles taking it on the chin tonight to a very, very talented Coopersville Broncos team by the score of 39-8. You know, Jamie, we looked it up, and Coopersville, a member of the River Cities Alliance, the RCA, along with Cedar Springs, Grand Rapids, Kennewa Hills, Greenville, and Lowell. That is a tough conference. Mm-hmm. They were formerly part of the Ottawa-Kent. That was the OK Conference, and we were both wrong. Formerly part of the Blue Division. It seems like they were formerly part of the Silver or the Green, but it was the Blue Division. I guess if you mix silver and green, you get blue, right?
Maybe.
No, but they are a current member of the River Cities Alliance. So we want to thank our exclusive post-game sponsor, Smith & Eddy Insurance, of Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, carrying business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Jamie, what is Coach Brent Gillett telling his boys right now as they're just dispersing right now, but what is he telling them about what they can learn from this tough opening game loss to the Coopersville Broncos?
Yeah, you know, he's probably telling them that, you know, the first quarter didn't go our way, and we kept fighting and kept learning and got better, you know, as a team. You know, like I said, scrimmages against each other and, you know, half-padded scrimmages and stuff like that is not live football, you know, and they got their first taste of varsity live football. And I'm sure he told them, hey, man, you know, we got something to build on. We scored a touchdown there. You know, we held them pretty much to 2 touchdowns the rest of for 3 quarters. Very proud of them. You know, that's the big thing. If I know Brent and I know how he is, he's telling them how proud he is of them. And, you know, things are going to get better. And it's just the start of the future of Ludington football right here.
Exactly.
You know?
Oriole Nation, come back next week. Things are going to get better for our Orioles. Cardinals are coming into town, and Ludington opens up its conference play next Thursday against Muskegon Orchard View. Coach Brent Gillett, he's proved it. He's proved it as offensive coordinator for a number of years under head coach Charlie Gunsel, and you saw the pinball numbers the Orioles have put up, not just last year, but the last number of years during Coach Charlie Gunsel's tenure with Brent Gillett as the offensive coordinator. So they're going to get this right. J.P. Dynas, he's been the defensive coordinator for a number of years, and they'll dial this in. That is a very good Coopersville team.
It is. You know, and it's a junior and senior-led team, you know, a few sophomores, but you got to realize, like you just said, you know, all the coaches are back, you know, and they all knew last year's team was loaded. They knew that was their chance, and the talent that we had on both sides of the football, special team. I mean, last year's Ludington team was just loaded, you know, and they all coached well. And, you know, and Coach Charlie went out on a good note, you know, there was, like you said, 102 and 102. 204 football games, you know.
And there might have been a few. I don't think there might have been a few ties in there too, Jamie, but I'm not. Yeah.
Coach Gillett's had one, one as a head coach, and when we get down to saying Coach Gillett's coaching his second 103rd or 204th ball game
for 2 decades, the better part of 2 decades. Yeah. Charlie Gunsel was the head varsity football coach here at Ludington.
And I hope Brent's here for 2 more decades.
Can you name the coach before Charlie Gunsel?
Well, I wasn't here.
He's now the athletic director at Ferris State.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yep.
Steve Brocklebank.
Steve Brocklebank.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting what happens with our Cam there. Cam Gunsel. Last word I got from Charlie, pretty much thought he was going to be redshirted.
Yeah, he's redshirted.
He is redshirted.
I think they got 80-something freshmen over there. But I've seen some of his some film on him over there. He's doing good. I talked to him before the game. He said he's loving it. So
yeah, they got a lot of good players that are redshirted over there at Ferris State right now, and it'll be interesting to follow him. But right now we got head coach Brent Gillett with us, and Jamie's going to give Brent the headset, and Brent. What was a very you got room back here, Brent? Come on in here. What was a very your first varsity game as head coach of the Ludington Orioles, taking over for Charlie Gunsel, who ended up coaching for the better part of 2 decades here. Before him, I asked Jamie if he knew who the varsity coach was, which was Steve Brocklebank.
Yeah.
That's how far back Charlie went. But very emotional night for you tonight. Your first varsity coaching job or coaching game, and you can see my rust is still getting rust out myself too. 39-8, a very talented Coopersville team. They're the real deal.
Yeah, we ran into a bit of a buzz the other night. Yeah, and we knew they were young and talented, but they were even better than I thought they were going to be. So their secondary really, really impressed me. I mean, they flew everywhere. They communicated really well. So I'm not terribly discouraged. We're not going to panic. Mm-hmm. That's a really good team, and they kind of did to us what we did to them last year. So
exactly. You look at that first quarter, and I thought your boys settled down nicely in the second quarter. They had a nice drive there to end the first half, and then they came out. Coopersville tacked on a couple touchdowns in the second half. But after they came out and basically punched the Orioles right in the face, there, they scored 4 touchdowns. Well, 3 touchdowns in a matter of just like 2.5 minutes or so, right there. And there was a tough turnover right there, and then they got one more just at the end of the first quarter. But you looked after that, the team did a lot of nice things right then. And you got a young defense. Taj out there. You look at Taj right there tonight, and teams are going to kind of double team him, and he had a pretty tough sledding tonight as well.
Yeah, and Taj, I think Taj was feeling a little bit early. Had a couple drops early, but I'm not worried about Taj.
Yeah.
And we'll do some things to get him open, and maybe we have to use him as a decoy if they're gonna bracket. Mm-hmm. Turnovers kill you. So we had that early turnover on the kick return, and we had run 3 offensive plays, and we were down 3 scores. So that's a tough way to start the game. But I did feel like we settled in pretty well. Once we got going, I didn't feel like we were really getting whipped up front. But there was just enough mistakes on our part, and to be honest, I just feel like we were a little bit outgunned.
Yeah, like Jamie Sykon was my color commentary man tonight. Said tonight, he goes, his motto is, we never lose. We win or we learn.
Yeah.
So you had to look at this as your team learning. That was a big touchdown to put on at the end of the game right there for Asher Forfinski. He's going to be a very sore and tired young man tomorrow, but you got to be happy with the way he competed tonight.
Yeah, and I think Asher's feeling pretty down on himself, and that's just how he is. I mean, he's going to carry that with him, and I don't, I'm not going to single out any individual player and say, hey, it's not their fault. But it was a team. As a team, we weren't great. We made mistakes, and but I was overall pretty pleased with Asher's play. He does some things really well, and I think he showed some of that tonight. He really runs really well.
Yes.
So, our quarterback in our system they're going to get a bunch of carries. So it's just, and everybody knows it, but it's on a pretty rare occasion like tonight that somebody can stop it.
Yeah.
So.
Coopersville has one heck of a talented sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He's really grown a lot since last year, both physically and in his play. he can really sling it.
He's a gunslinger, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he made some throws tonight from the over on the left side of the field, over on the Coopersville side, throwing all the way back to the right side. That was absolutely frozen ropes.
Yeah.
I mean, he made a couple more than one of those tonight, and just a sophomore, and you could see the maturation. You knew he was maturing last year when they pulled off that 10-point victory against Big Rapids in Week 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and they started off 0-3 last year, and they turned it around. And, I mean, I hope we don't go 0-3, but I hope, we have a similar success story where we can get things turned around a little bit. And I think we will. I told the guys at the end of the first quarter when I brought them all together that, I don't know if we could score 27 points and hold them at 26 the rest of the game, but what we can do is put good film out there, and we treat it as a second scrimmage.
Yeah.
So we certainly weren't punting on the game, and we drove the ball down and kind of ran out of time there at the end of the half. But we did some good things in the second quarter, and I think we'll be better.
Yeah.
We'll be better moving forward.
No doubt. You get Muskegon Orchard View next week. You open up conference play on Thursday night against the Cardinals, West Michigan Conference, Lakes Division. And as we said during the broadcast tonight, Oriole Nation, things are going to be a lot better next Thursday when the Cardinals come to town. And they're an improved team too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're incredibly athletic. They've got the fastest kid in West Michigan. So we will not kick to him. And if we do, something went really wrong.
Yeah. Your defense got a lot of time out on the field tonight too. They got their reps in big time.
Yeah. We didn't. Part of our last year we would score so fast. We put so many points on the board. But really, one of my core philosophies is just that you possess the ball on the offensive side and keep your defense off the field, and we did not do a good job of that tonight.
Coach, one last thing before I let you go, and I hate to have the listeners out there think I'm harping on the officiating, but it seemed like in our playoff game against Big Rapids last year, and then tonight too, there was at least between 3 and 5, and even the Big Rapids announcers, their radio team mentioned it last year in their playoff victory against Escanaba in their district championship, about how they had gotten away with some in Ludington the week before. There was at least 3 or 4 tonight that were very questionable. What do you think is going on with the officials? They're not wanting to call defensive holding or pass interference calls.
Yeah, and I mean, they've got a tough job.
Yeah,
right. So
we know. Yeah, obviously,
and not a lot of teams throw the ball as much as we do, and so I don't know. I don't know if it's just they don't call a ton of games where we've got routes going downfield like that. They're understaffed, and they have a hard job. So we have to overcome. I mean, just like that Big Rapids game. I agree. There was pass interference calls, but nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, and again, I hate harp. I know you do too, Coach. You don't want to use it as a crutch or as an excuse, and I'm not trying to make that. But it's just, it gets a little frustrating when we've seen it in our last 2 home games here. Our playoff game and then tonight too. And hopefully that's something that we don't have to deal with a lot this season.
I hope not.
But thanks for coming up, Coach. And we know things are going to get better with Oriole football. We knew we were going to be in for a tough task, a tough fight tonight with the Coopersville Broncos. And again, you got to be awfully, your first game, seeing all the Oriole Nation, all the Oriole fans wearing their pins in support of your dad. I know you were thinking a lot about your dad tonight too.
Yeah, it was an emotional night, and I wish we would have gotten a better result, but it's. They say you die twice, one when you die and one when people stop talking about you, and I believe that's true. And so anytime that I get a chance to talk about my dad and kind of celebrate him, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, and at least your mom got to sound the horn one time tonight. So, yeah, definitely on that. So we'll see you next Thursday against the Orchard View Cardinals, and looking forward to working a lot with you for many years, Coach Brent Gillett and the Ludington Orioles. So
thank you, guys.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
What you do.
You're welcome. Thank you. That's Coach Brent Gillett, the Ludington Orioles varsity head football coach. And the Orioles, a tough night tonight as they face a very talented, a very good Coopersville Broncos team, and they fall 39-8. And I thought Brent put it really, really well there. Very articulate the way that he he summed up the game tonight and how the team is learning, and he summed it up very nicely too. When I asked him point blank the question on those 4 calls that we thought they could have went the Orioles' way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brent's a good coach. He's good, and he's the right guy for the job. I'm not saying that was ever questioned. I'm just saying that this is where he belongs. He's a Ludington Oriole, and he's got a young team. And what I seen out there from those kids is they played for their coach. And when they do that, you know you got the right coach.
Mm-hmm.
And this team's going to be fine, and the future teams are going to be fine. And they couldn't have a better guy as the head coach. You know, and he summed it up well. He, right there at the end of the quarter. I don't know if we can come back and beat this team 27-26, but these are the things we can do, just like I was talking about. And those kids are going to be tired tonight, but those kids are going to be ready come Monday and have a chance to get back out here on Thursday and put a W on that board.
And that's the word I was looking for when I was saying about the officials with the pass interference and the holding calls. Their reluctance to call those penalties. That's the word I was like, just wouldn't come to me when I was talking to Coach Gillett right there.
And that was true. Like you said, they're understaffed.
Yeah.
And just from visual, as you –
the positioning.
You got 15 to 17-year-old kids out here, and you got 40-something to 50-something, maybe even older officials out there, and they're not used to the speed. They're not putting themselves in the right position. They can't make the call if they don't see it.
Yeah.
And that's just everybody else sees it, but it's still a tough job.
It is.
It's still a tough job.
I'd like to remind you, Oriole Nation, to make sure you check out the Oriole Sports Network page tonight. We'll have the scoring summary up there, and hopefully we'll have some stats as well. The scoring summary will be up on the OSN page later tonight. We'll try to get some area scores of interest as well, put up on the Oriole Sports Network page. And, with that said, we'd like to, I want to thank my sidekick tonight, Jamie Sycon, doing color commentary, as well as Soldier Stowe. He was our cameraman tonight for the OSN. And, of course, the one and only Nick Wysong, our OSN 102.7 WMOM technical engineer. And, of course, a shout-out and big thanks to 102.7 WMOM Chris Nicholas, and also our OSN Executive Director, Thad Shank. And with that said, this is the voice of the Orioles, Todd Scoop Hansen, saying so long from Oriole Field. Again, your final score, Week 1 of the MHSAA season, the Coopersville Broncos 39, the Ludington Orioles 8. Good night, Oriole Nation. We'll be back with you next Thursday.